Um, are you streaming, Joe?
Yes.
All right.
We're streaming.
Today's stream is sponsored by
Well,
Voracious Milk.
welcome. To our future selves, we hope that everything is well with you, and also
I don't.
we wish we could give you some advice, but usually it's the way around. You need to like get on the stream and come back here and help us. To everybody else watching, listening, this stream is not intended to be watched by other people, but if you're here, welcome. And, have a seat, stay a while. If you like the stories that we tell in this game, our home game that we run pretty much because we're bad at taking notes while we stream it. Stay a while, join the chat, say hi, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and obey. Also, our stream today is sponsored by two sponsors. First, Moosley's Milk, the only alcoholic milk in all of Cauldra, and also the only milk that will restore hit points.
Yes.
Moosley's Milk. It's utterly delicious. And secondly, by Sergey sells stuff, because why would you pay full price for things that you could pay half price for?
Agreed.
Where we last left off, the group known as the Serious Six were chasing a very bad man named Count LaCroix. This man is responsible, although nobody but the Serious Six seems to believe them, was responsible for several children being kidnapped, many children being kidnapped, and or their fortunes being of those that were heirs to certain titles and businesses and fortunes being stolen by him. They have chased him all through Gaianesta to the port city of Porta Drague, where he has made at least one of his haunts, hideouts, headquarters, whatever you could call it. Maybe not the headquarters, but one of his frequent spots. The last few days have been on a boat called the Gravestone, a ship captained by a man named Charles Windrunner. And they learned quite a bit about their friend Johnny, a little bit about their friend Uriah, and a little bit about each other as they have drawn closer in the last few months of adventuring together. They arrived at Porta Drague to find a Gothic architecture-looking, depressed town full of people, well, full of nothing, really. These people were all in the town hall. And as they made their ways through the misty city, the fog had set in from that morning. Eventually coming to the town hall at around 3 or 4 in the afternoon. On entering the town hall, they found the meeting taking place of the whole town talking about how their children, too, had been kidnapped. So the Serious Six stepped into action and began placating the agitating crowd, whom the mayor had a very much difficulty controlling. They were near forming a mob when they unveiled that the culprit was none other than a Stegosaurus locked in a cage. Falco immediately recognized this as one of his dinosaurs that he has been hunting, and went in to capture said beast when, or at least to clear its name, when the doors busted forth and a man that they had been traveling with for the last couple of days reintroduced himself as Cassius Crumb, member of the Crimson Conclave. Now, for our player characters here, they may or may not even know what the Crimson Conclave is, but the players themselves know that the Crimson Conclave is a uh, relief organization, a non-for-profit kind of organization that brings aid to cities, places, nations in need. Most of the time by supplying volunteers. And that is where we're going to pick up. Exactly that. I believe Bazek and Uriah are standing in the aisle. Johnny and Don are up in front of the crew, in front of the city that is sitting in this huge space with chairs just piled in on top of each other, church pews, benches, just all shoved in this space, so the entire city can be there.
There's
And
4 of them in the fridge.
Mute your mic.
All 4 of them are in the fridge. Yeah.
Oh, goober.
um,
Sorry.
Yep. This congested space full of people, as the crowd is being worked up by the man standing in front, talking about how they need to be out there searching for their children, and why should we trust outsiders, and really working up the crowd. The crowd is just got blood in their eyes. I mean, they're ready to turn any moment. And then Falco, speaking about the beast, how it only eats vegetables, whatnot. And then the door busts open. Man comes in, introduces himself as Cassius Crumb, member of the Crimson Conclave. What do you guys do?
Akko would go up and is there the person like leading the people?
Well, there's the mayor who's kind of off to the side.
Not the
leads
mayor,
and
the
what-
actual like the guy who was like speaking up for the people.
Yeah.
Akko would walk up to him and he would ask, "Do you even have a spot to begin searching? Do you have any clues? Do you know any locations that they may have gone? You know any of
This
those?
isn't an investigation. This is a hunt.
Is it not an investigation? You don't know where they are, and you have to find them."
I'm not an investigator. But,
This man wants to investigate. He wants to ask questions and dilly dally, take more time. The crowd
not what I
starts
said.
crowd starts getting more and more agitated.
I asked, "Do you have a spot to begin looking?" That's what I asked. I didn't ask
Ba-
about questions.
Bazek's gonna look at Don and be like, it's all, good luck, bud.
Well, what exactly does this Crimson Conclave serve to do? What is your purpose being here?
The man in the back looks over the room pointedly at you all, and then over to the man who is agitating everyone. As a member of the Crimson Conclave, an organization built upon the peace, bringing peace and hope to all, let me show you, there is always hope. And I am lagging really bad, so Jesse, you need to pop on the other internet.
I'm already on the other internet.
We're doomed.
Ooh, it's a bad thing. It's a bad thing.
You're good for now, though.
Let me assure you, there is always hope. Please. These gentlemen here were sent to investigate, no doubt hired by, he looks at the mayor and he nods. Mr. Mayor. The mayor's like, kind of looks at you expectantly. What will you do, Sirius 6?
Well, we plan on tracking down whatever or whoever has been making this mess, and we plan on cleaning it.
You see Cassius kind of grins slightly, and the crowd does not share that kind of grin. Um, the crowd kind of starts intermingling and yelling stuff at one another, saying, you know, what good are you gonna do? They're only outsiders. They wouldn't understand. That kind of thing.
I've got nothing in my mind, in my head. If anyone's got anything to speak of.
Alright.
I don't think above table. Don't think Taka's gonna get ourselves out of this.
Alright. Bazak's gonna be like, alright. Hey. Let us show you what we're capable of. Well, I look back at Don. I go, we'll bring your kids back by the end of the week.
Murmurs roll over the crowd. People whisper, talk amongst themselves. And all of them kind of give a look to the man who is more or less leading the mob at this point. And the man looks to Don and says looks down to Bazak. 24 hours. Then we kill the beast.
24 hours. That works. But we gotta find out more details by talking.
You can tell us everything you people know to, of course, help our investigation. We wouldn't want anything withheld, would we?
To help find the children.
Roll a diplomacy check, both of you.
Oh God. Ass cocked.
24.
14. Oh no. Yeah, 14.
The crowd murmurs again. Murmurs go through the crowd. A woman gets up from the front row, middle-aged, and spits on Bazak. And when she does, the whole group starts getting up and now like yelling and shouting and getting mad. Why don't we just kill it now? Kill it now! Kill it now!
Bazak's gonna
That
after
point-
a spit, he's gonna like go like put his head down, like take it. But
I was gonna say you guys would hear a horn being blown as Falco blows the fog of horn. The horn of fog.
As Falco does that, Johnny moves over in front of the cage.
All right.
well,
All right. This is getting cool. Okay. All right. I love it. Falco, you reach into your bag and you blow the horn of
Horn of
what is
fog,
it? The
yeah.
horn of what? It's not
Horn.
horn of
It's
fog.
horn of fog. Yeah, it's horn of fog. But
Horn
it's
of
a tongue.
fog.
It's a tongue twister.
And
Foggy horn.
as soon as he blows it, this horn breaks out. Everybody kind of like in this small space. Everybody grabs their ears, including all of you. I need you all to make a will save.
Including me.
Everyone except for Falco. Falco knew it was coming.
You sure my earplugs of lesser healing don't? No, I'm kidding.
This
Johnny
isn't
got a
fun.
20.
24
You said
again.
fortitude save?
Natural or dirty?
Will.
No, dirty. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, will.
Will save.
24
Will
again.
save.
Nice.
That's a
Awesome.
can I choose to fail?
You can if you
20,
like.
I'm gonna fail.
29.
29. You everyone who failed, which is Bazak, is slowed. So when you regain your actions at the start of your turn, you don't get 3 actions, you only get 2. You are slowed 1 um, for right now. So you are. Wait a second. Which is the one that?
You could stupefy him.
No,
That
the
is
one that.
Ugh.
The one that.
That's a little too much.
Speak to me, Saw. The one that.
The
Ah.
one that negative your speed. You can't run as fast.
I have no
That's the
idea.
one.
Enfabled.
I see. Entangled? No.
Enfabled.
Enfeeblement is strength.
No. I'm gonna say, for the purposes of this, I'm just gonna say you are frightened. Frightened 1.
All right.
That's cool. That's easy. I think that's a little easier to deal with than slowed because we're not
Encumbered.
technically in.
Encumbered. Sorry.
Oh yeah, but he's not technically. Yeah, it doesn't really work for what I wanted to do.
It's a fantasy
Um,
game. You do what you want, Judah. If you want him to be
Yeah,
encumbered to
I
affect
know.
his slow, you do that.
You are frightened. I know it says at the end of each turn your value decreases by 1, but you are frightened until the you get out of here, basically.
All right, cool.
Just
Bazak has his head down, unaware of the noise. The noise hits and it like kind of startles Bazak, who has keen hearing, who has keen senses with the world.
like it's like gong in your head as the horn is blown. 30 feet of mist just erupts out of Falco, out of the horn actually, but it looks like he just cast a spell, and it just
Yes.
mist just fills the area. Now the place is bigger than 30 square feet. However, there are windows. There are other areas around, and the mist actually does overlap the cage. So, Johnny, if you move in front of the cage, what's Uriah and Bazak doing? And Don in this moment.
Just a
So-
side note: as Johnny moves in front of the cage, he does take off the ring of discretion. So
Ooh. Okay. So it's the Horn of Fox, so is our visibility reduced?
Yes.
Yeah.
By how much?
It doesn't give me.
Let's say you have. What does it say on the? What does it say on obscuring mist?
Obscureness. That's right. It's 120 feet, 20-foot burst.
It's a 20-foot burst, not a 30-foot burst.
No. Yeah, 120 feet though. For his range.
Does it
that's
start
what he can
to
burst around me.
get close to the stage, or is the stage far enough?
No, he's on the stage, homie.
Falco was over by the
Oh.
cage.
No, he
Yeah.
walked up onto the
I
stage.
walked up to the
Oh.
stage to try to talk.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so
Hmm.
right now, everyone is technically in the mist, except for Bazak, who's in the aisle. Still, I guess Massimo. I guess Uriah is technically still in the aisle.
Yeah, I'm like all the way at the back of the aisle.
Okay.
Can I? Since I'm on stage, I'm next to Don and
Yep.
Don, right?
Yep.
John and John.
You would hear Falco say, "Cause a distraction. I'm done with this."
Don's gonna exit the opposite side of the little stage away from the cage, and he was just gonna try to make his way to Cassis to see what we can do about what's going on here.
Okay. As soon as you come bolting through the mist, you come bolting out of the mist. I'll say, give me a survival check, just to kind of make your way through the mist.
Who one of us?
Joe, you're the one who's acting right now.
Survival?
Yes.
Oh boy. 15.
15. You can make your way. I mean, this is indoors. You've seen it. Like it's not that big of a deal. But you make your way through the mist, and as you come out the other side, people are already getting up and like they've become a full-on riot. And you get a glimpse of Cassius at the back, his eyes wide, and he's backing up like, "What have you done?" You know, like he kind of backs up out of it. And you see, you just get this kind of glimpse from him as you bolt through the crowd. Uriah, Don comes rushing right past you. Bazak, he comes rushing right past you. Uriah and Bazak, what are you doing?
You can go first, Moss.
So I just see Don rush past me. Is he like rushing past me like out the doors?
Pretty much, the doors are behind you. Cassius
Okay.
is behind you.
Oh, Cash is behind me too. Um, I want to take a glance back at who is it? James and Falco. Does it look like they need Does it look like they need help with whatever they're doing, or?
You can't see them. They are now
Oh.
obscured.
Oh, frick. Um, as Joe runs by, can I try to ask him like, oh, frick.
It's actually
Do
John.
you guys
that
need
runs
help?
by.
Try.
Is that who I said?
Oh, you said
Do
Joe,
you need
but
help,
you
or do you want me to
meant
go help? Oh, do I need to help you, or go with James?
Don.
John.
Johnny.
Johnny.
Johnny, frick.
Who?
Yeah, Massimo's having a stroke right now.
I am having a stroke. I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
It's
let's,
two
Johnny,
J's.
up
I
to
know it's
you, Johnny.
confusing.
let's just secure our exit.
Boom! Gone. Like, you guys had 2 seconds to say something to each other.
Alright, I'm
That's
just
all he
gonna
gets?
run to Johnny then. I'm just gonna run to Johnny then.
You're running to Johnny. Alright. I need you to roll an athletics check as now people are moving into the aisles. You have to dodge.
God.
Okay. While I'm doing that. Okay, here, let me show my
Dang, this
athletics
is
first.
bad,
Let me
guys.
roll my athletics first.
He's about
19
to
plus
steal
8.
a dino.
Oh,
Say
we about
again?
to die.
19 plus 8.
Okay, that's 27. You guys watch as Uriah runs into the crowd, and they're like, "They're trying to get away with the dino! Get them!" And they're reaching and they're grabbing. They grab at Uriah and just whoop! Uriah's too slippery. He just slides right through them. You get boom into the mist, and as you do, your eyes for some reason start burning.
Frick.
As you get into
real
the
quick-
mist, your eyes are watering.
As I wanted to say real quick, as I'm like running through the crowd and they're like trying to get up and go to wherever, behind me with my homebrew ability, I want to like leave just water like on the floor.
He's pissing himself.
Just so,
Yeah,
just so you know,
sure.
Massimo, the horn of mist gives off mist that is water. So you may control the mist if you wanted to.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
so you
like
cannot
make the
leave.
floor slippery.
You cannot leave a trail of water, but if you'll let me show you what happens, actually Johnny and Falco both see in the mist, Falco, as you're kind of like looking around in the mist of this like fog that is now emanated inside. The
Dark
dark
vision
vision
doesn't.
goggles do nothing.
Yeah.
Putting on the goggles because you were like, your eyes are burning. I'm like, all right.
Your eyes are not burning, and neither
Oh.
are yours, Johnny. But Uriah, your eyes start to burn really, really badly. As you get into the mist, your eyes start watering and watering and watering, and it's like you're crying. It's like you're weeping. Just water keeps pouring out from your eyes, and then you guys watch as somewhere in the mist, 2 glowing blue eyes come into the mist. As this happens, you kind of take a moment, and everything starts to move a little wonky for you, and you can see clearly through the mist.
I see
That's
Johnny.
freaking cool.
Am I near Johnny?
Johnny walked over to the cage as the mist was expanding, so I'd say Johnny can get there. But then Falco, like if you were like hot on his heels, I'd say you can
Yeah,
be over
because
at the cage.
that's the whole point is to get to the cage.
Okay, so the mist kind of erupts. You guys are over there. Let me give Bazak a turn, and then I'll come back to Johnny and Falco.
Dang, this is stupid.
But would Bazak do it? This is
He's got a
stupid.
point.
But Bazak would probably do it, so do it.
Am I semi in the mist?
You're in the middle of the room. I would say no. The room is probably 100 foot long. So Don would have taken all his actions just to get out.
Yeah. Damn, this is stupid. Bazak's going to That would be. So this is what's going on in Bezek's mind. We got one part of the crew running. We have some people running for the dinosaur.
I'll say
And we
yeah,
got-
you clocked that. I'll say you could clock that because it was literally a half a second before the mist expanded out that you saw Johnny and Falco kind of walk down in front of the mist to the rush to the cage, and then the cage was enveloped as well.
And then I see a mob in front of me.
All around you, actually, you're kind of in the center of it. To be
He's
fair.
the leader.
Go low and crawl.
Um,
This is when Skinner
I'm
would come in
sorry.
handy.
Bezek's gonna be like he's gonna try to like keep everyone calm still. Because he didn't really know that Falco was gonna do that with the horn, so he's gonna be like, just sit down, like it's just probably something, like you know, these things happen, you know? And I would like to see what happens.
In the middle of the thing.
Well, I would like to like delay my action basically, and
Until
Bezek
when?
saying that to
Until when?
after till when the people move, when the people act, as like
People act after you.
okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so you want to switch so that they act. the
Well, I'm
mob.
gonna like me delaying. I'm just in because it's in role play, whatever. I'm just gonna be like, just calm down. There's probably some reason for this.
At this point, the mob surrounds you, Bezek, and
Yeah.
is going to attempt a grapple on you.
That's what I
So
figured.
that's 2 actions. The mob is technically a swarm.
Yeah.
So piercing precision damage does not work against a swarm.
Okay.
And it is the swarm is the only thing you can be in the space of.
Yeah.
So if you occupy the same space as swarm, it's okay for them to have the swarm trait. So they're gonna make an attack on you. That is a 20 to hit.
Miss.
The crowd just comes in full on you, and what do? Do you like how do you dodge it?
Bezek's just gonna put his hands up and like maybe like I'm not gonna ready my shield, or I'm just for narrative's sake. Bezek's gonna put his shield like above his head, if they're like just like, but he's not actually using.
Okay.
I didn't ready my shield. I didn't do any of that. I'm not
Okay.
getting the advantage.
You just kind of like whoa.
I'm hiding,
And they all
like-
come in and they're like grasping at you and whatnot.
What do you
slip off you? So there's like they grab onto a layer of dirt on your clothes and then just like
Yeah, they
it
do.
falls off. You know, and then they're going to take another action to hit you. This time actually attacking you.
Yeah.
1,000 fists.
Mr. Fury.
It's still negative because grab, I believe, is an attack, right?
Yeah, grab is an attack.
Alright,
I think this is a 20 as well. So that misses. They're gonna attack you as well. And
How do they like throw something at me, or is it like a punch?
yeah, it's just like grasping and punching and just like trying to grab onto you as of right now. And that's their turn. It is now Falco and technically Johnny.
Oh.
It's technically Falco's then Johnny's.
Oh. What?
Go ahead.
Oh no, it's you delayed your action. It's your turn. Yes.
Yeah. Bezek getting like pummeled by a swarm. I'm gonna say they're all around this medium 4-foot carrot guy. Like he's gonna drop to all fours and he's just gonna be like get back, like, and keep yelling it. And he's just gonna stay there and he's just gonna like getting kicked and like not damage wise, but narrative like he's getting like beat up.
Yeah,
on
I'm
all
gonna say for the purposes of flavor, like their attacks land. They just don't deal any damage.
Yeah.
Like they punch you, they hit you, and it's kind of like glancing blows and whatnot, and you're just kind of like, oh snap.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. And then
it's
there's
not
like
doing
more of them and more of them, and like I can't defend all of them. So like he just drops on the ground and he's just getting.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you drop prone.
I drop prone,
And then
and
what?
I'm going to, as my last action, yell enough and stop, and like holding it back, like holding something back.
You guys all hear this
He
blood
yells with a
curdling,
growl.
like you guys all hear this blood curdling. No, enough, stop. Falco, it is now your turn, and then Johnny, you're on deck.
All right. Falco would get up to the cage, tap ring.
As soon as you get up to the cage, you hear as soon as you because I'll say you're there, but like to start of your turn, like you're there next to the cage, so you still have all 3 actions. But as you get up there, you hear what's going on?
Somebody's attacking.
You see, kind of obscured in the mist, you see the form of the guard that was posted at the cage.
I don't know. Something loud happened, and then the mist came out of nowhere. Somebody must be attacking us. You gotta go help the villagers.
You hear a sword being drawn from its sheath.
Oh God.
I'm still gonna say the same thing.
Okay. All right. Now what are you doing?
Tapping my ring.
All right. So you activate the ring. I'll say it takes. What did I say it was? Did you write it down?
Never
What I
said
said it was?
Action.
I said it was an action, or is it
There's-
2
it
actions?
Probably be an action because you're just activating it, right?
Well, you activate it, and then yeah, activating it is an action, and then throwing it is an action. That's an interact,
Yeah.
and then did the light just turn off? Did you just turn off the light, Jesse?
It was me, my fault.
Get up there. No, get up there.
I'll say it's the interact action to pull out the catch 'em all ball from the ring.
Patent pending.
Patent pending.
Patent pending. I love it.
And we would move to the cage for an
You already
action,
at
and
the
then
cage. You already at the cage.
throw it at the dino for an action.
You see, kind of you're right there next to the cage, so the mist doesn't really obscure stuff that you're within 5 feet of. So you're sitting there, and you see the dino. It looks like it's drugged. It kind of moves around slowly. You spend an action to throw the ball, and it in the dino's weakened form, it seems to. Dinosaur's gone. However, the ball is now inside the cage and out of reach.
I knew you were gonna do that. How big is this cage? How deep is this cage?
It's pretty big. It's made for a huge creature, so it's 15 by 15.
How far apart are the bars? Can I fit through the bars?
You cannot fit through the bars.
Um,
You can try an acrobatics check to try to reach through the bars and get it, but you cannot fit your body through the bars. Or
I
you
will-
can go around to the front and try to break into the cage.
No, I will try the acrobatics.
All right.
25.
25. You reach in, and you have your finger on it. It's just there. You just need a little more time. You just need a little more time. Johnny, it's your turn.
Can you check your DM real quick?
I did. No, none of that becomes active. I told you this.
Yeah. That's what I was asking.
Spicy. Oh, I
Can't
don't
see
know
in the
what to
mist.
do.
Can't do anything in the mist.
You're next to the cage. You can see the cage. You can see 5 feet around you. You can see Falco do this because you're next to Falco.
Where's the guard that just drew the sword?
You kind of see him a little bit about 10 feet in front of the cage.
Johnny's just gonna put his back up against the cage, and he's just gonna see what happens. He's gonna back up the guard, but he's not gonna draw his katana, because he's not gonna attack the guard, unless he attacks Falco first. So he's gonna hold his action. He's gonna put his back to the cage and just stand there in a ready position. And he's going to hold his action until either somebody in the crowd comes at the cage or the guard goes towards Falco.
Okay, so the action you are readying is that you're not delaying your turn. Your action you're readying is like quick
Sudden
draw,
charge.
like Oh, sudden
Sudden
charge. Yes,
charge.
you said that. I'm sorry. All right, cool. Cool. All right. It is now Dawn's turn.
How far am I from Cassius?
You just catch up to Cassius, and Cassius is like, "Well, that's certainly one way to calm down a crowd." He looks at the crowd. He goes, "Quickly now!" And he opens up the door behind him, and he motions for you to run.
Well, no hard feelings as a nobility, right?
We'll talk. And then you see him pull something from his belt and toss it into the crowd, and rush out the door with you.
I'll look around.
Oh, are you? I didn't realize you weren't going through the door. Like, he opened the door and motioned for you to go in. So he tosses something from his belt into the crowd. Something shiny.
Ooh, shiny.
Like I said, I want to secure our exit. I'll follow him out, and I'll look for like the best place we could run to. Like, where would it make the most sense to book it once we're all out?
There, as soon as you go out, go make a perception check.
24 again. That's 3 24s in
24.
a row.
So you look around quickly, and you find there is a small alley that kind of has some shelter that's closed. There is kind of an open field that goes like towards the outskirts of Porta Drague, and then there's the docks if you want to go straight through the town and try to get back onto the ship.
All right, keeping those in mind, I'll end my turn there for the time being.
Okay. Uriah, it is your turn.
Okay.
You're up on the stage. You kind of get to the mist is like your eyes. All of a sudden, the burning stops, and you can see very clearly through the mist. You look around, and you can see almost like the mist itself is full of this almost bioluminescence through the air, where the air just kind of lights up. What do you do?
Is it? Wow. Is it like in the same area as like just the mist is?
Just the mist, yes.
Very cool. I want to take what's his name?
Johnny?
Bazak. Bazak is still in the building, right?
Yes, Bazak is very much in the middle of the fight. You can
I want to look at Bazak.
make a perception check.
Perception. That is. A 22.
All right. You see this mob you don't see Bazak. You just see this mob going around him.
Dang.
And several people from the mob are starting to run up the stairs, like to get into the mist to get to you.
Oh, they can. Oh, okay. But do I know that Bazak is in like that?
It's pretty clear.
The mobbing. Okay.
What's your wisdom?
My wisdom.
What's your wisdom
What my
modifier?
modifier is?
Yes.
Is +2.
+2. Yeah, it's yeah, he's probably there.
Okay. Okay. So I want to. I want to Ray of Frost the stairs, or like any entrance going up to the ramp, like up onto the stage.
Okay. Cool. So
Like
your
the
first action,
stairs or
you
the ramp or whatever.
check out Bazak. Your second action, you go to Ray of Frost, and when you go to let out the energy, you lose 2 actions. And when you go to let out the energy, you see from your hands just kind of nothing happens.
5d6 icy.
What? The.
Uh-oh.
I mean that's 2 actions, so technically that's the end of my turn then.
Glad you
Your
can
turn.
tell.
There's just this ice. You're like, you cast Ray of Frost. You know how to do this, and then all of a sudden, you look at your hands, and through the mist, which is all sparkly, your hands don't seem any different.
What
It
the?
doesn't make
Falco,
sense.
what did you do?
Hmm.
Sorry, can't talk right now.
It is now Bazek's turn. No, it is now the mob's turn, isn't it?
Yep.
Does a shoot, dude? Does a 28 hit you?
Yeah, that hits me.
Okay.
It does not crit though.
You suffer.
Suffer.
I'm thick.
20 points of damage.
Yep. I'm still thick.
That's their first action.
Yeah, that's fine.
One really good
Let's do
kick
that
to the
3 more
gut.
times.
You think they get bored or something?
20 does not hit you. Oh, actually, that's a 15 because it's -5. And then. Dang, that's a 20 with the
Nice.
-10. That's a 20 with the -10. They rolled a natural 19. That's amazing.
Dang.
That would have been a 30.
That would've- if you would have rolled that first, it wouldn't have critted.
Oof. They're not. I mean, they're a bunch of farmers. They're not.
Yeah, I know.
But they spend their actions just kind of harrying you. The swarm does.
20 still hurts. So.
It is now your turn, Bazek.
Do I have to use the thing for sense motive? But they just injured me, so I know they're hurting me. Like, there's no like calming them down. There's nothing like this. Correct?
You can roll perception to sense motive if you wish.
Well, actually, it's a secret roll. Secret roll.
If you'd like, I can roll.
I
Is that
kind
what
of
you want?
don't think I need it, but actually, I don't think Bazak would because Bazak's in like a different state. Bazak
Say it's a fugue state.
will he'll use another one action to tell people to get off of him. And then he'll use the next action to polymorph. And he's going to turn into a massive bear.
Okay.
And when he polymorphs, he's like kind of boosts.
All of a sudden, you guys hear. What you want to narrate the?
Yeah. You hear like, please just get off. And like Bazak has like a hulking moment where, and like I don't know, it's obviously a swarm, but he's like, just get him off of me, like he's
as you take your form, you guys watch as several people fall off of him, and get pushed back, and there are several screams, and some like blood curdling yells as people just kind of in the middle of this swarm kind of pushes out.
And you're gonna hear a roar, like a grizzly bear roar.
Apparates.
And the front door, is there a side door or a window or anything like that?
There are windows lining this place. Yes.
I'm running for a window.
All right, so this is difficult terrain. What's your speed? Because you're
He's
technically
running
in the
on
middle of...
top of people.
Running over.
I believe I have 35, but I got to. It's right here.
My favorite type of difficult terrain, people.
No, I have
It's
a
like
30,
running through
I have a
woods.
30 feet of movement because I
But
did
you
not
can move
cast.
15 you can move 15 feet. I'll say from where you are, 15 feet gets you to the wall. You'll have to now use another action to jump through the window if you're trying to jump to the window.
I said that. I polymorphed. I ran.
That's it. So you guys hear this roar as he runs to the edge. At this point, Don, you watch as several people of the swarm break off and start heading for Cassius, and for you, some try to get up onto where Uriah is. Some are going for the cage. Most of it's going for Bazek. And you watch as this little silver little flash of something shiny. It's not necessarily silver. It's just something shiny. Hits on the floor and hits again. Tick, tick, tick. It looks almost like a coin, and it flips up and around, and then it hits on its edge, and it rolls into where it's gone, and all of a sudden, just the rest of the whole area is filled with smoke. Just it's smoke
God,
everywhere.
Trick.
He shrugs. At that point, the smoke covers an 80-foot square area. It is massive.
I'm gonna freaking
Um,
stab myself with a pencil.
And he goes, your friends know to get out, right? As he leaves, just kind of like follows you. It is now Falco's turn.
Still going for the ball.
All right, go ahead and roll another athletics check.
Or acrobatics, because it was acrobatics.
I'm sorry, acrobatics. That's what it was. Acrobatics.
I got you.
Yes. To squeeze.
28.
28. You reach in there. You almost got it. One more success, you'll get it.
Going for it again.
All right.
17.
17 actually misses. It does miss, yeah.
We're going for it a third time.
Go ahead.
Uh,
You don't lose any progress, but
23.
23.
Right? 9 plus 14. Yeah.
With the 23, you grab it and you're like, I got it. And as I got it, this guy, you hear this guard, hey, as he comes in. Johnny, your sudden charge activates. You're gonna run up and roll an attack on him.
Boy, go
This is
get
this
that.
moment where it's like Falco chasing the marble, the eye, what's his face's eye through the
To
ship.
the Caribbean.
Pirates of the
Yeah.
Caribbean. He's like, aha!
I rolled crappy. 18.
18 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, it
That's
does.
crappy.
I rolled a 4.
He is not a
One day
Guard
I'm gonna
guard.
make a fighter.
One day we'll all be fighters.
Oh God.
regular guard is not like what the Drague
5
is not
damage.
military time. 5 damage. It comes with the katana.
No,
with the
fist.
punch with your fist, right?
I'm just knocking him.
Fist.
All right. Wham! You punch him. That triggers because you delayed your action. That triggers, and now it's your turn.
As soon as I hit him, instead of let me say this. I see him going towards Falco. Instead of hitting him, I come up and I shoulder him for the damage. As soon as I see that he's off kilter, Johnny's just gonna grab him.
All right. Roll an athletics check or a unarmed strike to grapple.
What's off kilter?
If you're about to
17.
make it.
Say again.
17.
17. What is the grapple against? I forgot about that. What is the
think
grab
it's-
against?
I think it's your reflex save.
Oh, it's the reflex
Um,
DC. 17.
Against their fortitude DC. Attempt an athletics check against their fortitude DC.
Wow, I would really feel like that would be a reflex thing.
Probably should be.
You at least have one hand free. Gianni.
Yeah, because fortitude, like, I know that's what it says, but it's like fortitude saving throws used for a
think that's
character's
gonna be
health
so
and
long.
vitality. That's so weird.
What did you roll again, Johnny?
17.
17 just makes it as you grab him.
I grab a hold of him
He is grappled.
and I'm going to
Beat him with a nub.
Can I see any of this?
Yeah, I mean it's close enough for you to see the outline of it.
Okay.
trying to think of what I want to do. What I want to do. Is he close enough to have seen Falco?
What's your wisdom?
Your modifier.
Your wisdom modifier. One.
1.
Couldn't tell. You wouldn't tell.
I'm gonna choke him out.
All
Heck
right.
yeah.
Go ahead and roll an unarmed strike. How do you? Is it
Joe.
unarmed strike, right?
I think
Yeah,
so.
it's unarmed strike.
Okay.
Is grapple? Let me look at something real quick. Grapple's an attack, so I gotta take a negative.
Yes, sir. -5.
Ah. 18.
18 just hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Oh, he's actually flat-footed, so it more than just hits. With a grab.
I would say like as Johnny's choking at this guy, they're like, "Don't worry, we're gonna find the kids. We're sorry about all this." Jesus.
Sorry, hang on, I grabbed the wrong 2 dice. Let me put those back. Need those 2 dice. 4.
4, that's it? Okay, he's, you tighten your grip a little bit.
8. I'm sorry. 2d4 plus 4. 8.
Ah, okay. 8. Yeah, you can see as you grab him and go, you see his face is starting to lose color a little bit, but you have to do more damage in order to knock him out.
Monster knock you out.
Okay. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna.
All right. Crit farm.
Whoa. That's natural
20.
20.
Let's
Nice!
go.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
And double it.
What was it? Unarmed attack?
You're not going for the kill, right?
No. No kill. Just knockout.
Just want to
No.
make sure we're
So this is interesting. An unarmed strike is always non-lethal.
Yes.
But one of the things that I learned with Friday Group is that you can make any attack non-lethal by taking a -2 to it. So you can hit it with like the pummel of your blade or the blunt end of your axe. You can fly swatter your battle axe. You know.
But in future reference, if the creature's poisoned and you knock it out, it will die.
I know this probably won't matter when I tell you the number, but on a critical success for the fist is an unarmed attack, right? Yes. The target must succeed a fortitude save or he's slowed 1, but I did 18 points of damage.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. You couldn't get a good grip the first time. And you slip around and you just kind of like go to sleep, and he just kind of.
I lay him down right next to the cage, and I look at Falco and I'm like, "We gotta go."
Let's go.
All right. Next, who's on deck? It's Dawn.
Does there seem to be? I know it's a town meeting.
You've got three choices. Where are you running?
I would say, well, I'm not taking off yet. I'm waiting for everyone else, but I want to like look. Is this commotion drawing anyone? Any guards? Any more townspeople?
Okay. Roll perception.
Because if so, I'm gonna attempt to convince them. Perception? Jeez, that's good. 26.
Yo, when did you get good?
Hey, plus we're higher than 10 tonight.
Yeah.
Such a backhanded compliment, bro.
You sorry. Did you touch grass today?
Yes, I indeed.
You take a quick cursory glance. You kind of look around the area, and it's pretty obvious that to you that the whole town, save for just the skeleton crew on the docks of like guards and whatnot, this commotion this far away doesn't seem to be drawing anyone. Like you guys can, as long as you guys can get out without anybody seeing you, you guys can still make your escape pretty easily. But you're gonna have to go.
Mhm.
Are you wasting the last of your turn? Are
I'm
you not doing
gonna
anything?
ready a movement action. The moment I see the group come through the door, I'm booking it towards the outskirts
Okay.
of the town.
So clarify the group. Everyone needs to come through that door before you move. Yes.
Do I want to do No Man Left Behind? Because I'd assume like
Or-
they're all gonna follow
or
suit,
at-
so I could do just the first one I see coming through. You know, the rest are sure to follow. First one of the group to come through the door.
Okay. All right. And now it is Uriah.
All right. So, is there any area in the room? Because usually there's like a side door or like a back entrance or something. Is there anywhere or like any pocket in the room where there isn't smoke?
There's quite a lot of places that there isn't smoke. I said that this is about this space is about 40-ish feet wide and 100-foot long.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So it takes an 80-foot space, so the entire back end is gone, and then the front end, like where you are, well, I guess the front end is gone, and then the back end where you are is full of obscuring mist. So
Okay. So I just need
I'll
to
say
make it to where.
it's probably more like 50 feet wide. I mean, the whole town had to fit in there, and they're all kind of shoved in there. Probably about 50 feet
Okay.
by.
So then
100 feet.
I'll just I'll use one action to like just get to an area where there isn't any mist, where there isn't any obscuring mist.
Okay.
And then when I get there, is
Second
that would that take only one action, or is that enough movement, or?
Yeah, the mist only encompasses 20 feet, and you have 25
Okay, so
feet
yeah.
of movement.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so
you
I'm
can
good.
technically
And then
cross.
for my next one,
As soon as you
I'm
exit the mist, your eyes they're gone.
good.
His eyes are gone.
I am then going to turn around and let me
Welcome to
look
the
at this
club.
real quick. I'm going to do dispel magic on the obscuring mist.
Okay. You reach inside for something that you instinctively know how to do. You can tell that there is chicane in the area, maybe, possibly, and so you reach out to dispel it and tear it away. And when you tear it away, nothing happens.
What?
You look down at your hands. There's something going on.
Oh,
It occurs to you. It occurs to you that your recent dreams may have something to do with it.
mother!
You dream about dragons, you're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Dragon D's.
Um,
That's crazy.
Oh, that's the end of my
Says-
turn then.
that's it.
He said, "The more you
Uh,
look around, the more you
Uriah,
gonna find
so
out."
let me clarify. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you this. There's the side the mayor was on, and the side the cage was on. Which side did you run to?
Cage side.
Okay. I will not be giving you this.
That was your out.
Actually, that's great because you're with the party and you can know when they run. Because that would be hilarious to have Uriah depowered and in the back of the group.
And
Oh,
in
yeah.
the swarm.
Wait a second. Actually, let me see one thing real quick. Your foundry is updated, correct?
He's dead.
Mine? C.
Yes.
He's dead.
I may have misspoke.
We're doomed.
You may be already dead.
Nope. I did not misspeak. We're good.
You're still
Um,
alive for now.
For now.
But the
alive.
night is young.
Who's next is the mob, right? Is the
Let me
mob.
just
Mob
scooch
and then
it.
Vazak.
Yeah. All right. So the mob is going to there's a swarm, and you're still technically inside of. Well, not really, but yeah. So the mob is going to move for one action to get after Bazak, and technically it's going to move in a catacorner to get up closer to the cage area through the mist. You guys are starting to see shapes and shadows coming in through the mist. And it's going to make an attack on Bazak. That's a 25 to hit.
No armor. That hits. What level am I? 6? Yeah, that hits. Oh, but I got a. Oh yeah. No, that hits. But
An additional 14 points of damage.
Alright. So went through my temporary hit points. I'm thick.
Let's say, dang.
And then they're gonna swing again.
Do it.
What happens when you put everything in a constitution?
negative
Actually-
5.
I only have a 16 Constitution.
Only.
What's your modifier on that? It's a +3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a pretty hefty constitution. Uh
I buy wisdom, but I'm a druid, so
is 23 to
That
hit?
fits you.
yeah.
All right.
Tonight's episode of getting beat
Dang.
with Bazak.
They are rolling so high on damage.
Bring it on.
19
Lovely.
points of damage. As you're harried by this mob.
I'm still
got
fine.
buried.
I'm still in the green.
Wham, wham, wham! These punches, these guys are just hitting on you and clawing at you, and it's getting through your fur and whatnot. And Bazak, what's your hit points at right now?
What my hit points right now?
Yes, would you say that you are below 60%?
No.
Below, what is your percentage? What are you at? Send me how many hit points you have total. What's your blank out of blank? Send me what you have.
Oops.
Okay, out of what?
Oh, you know what I got now? I'm sorry. I'm tired.
So if you had
No, you
10
just-
hit points total. Oh,
That's-
okay. Yeah, dude, that's 60%.
Is it though?
It is.
It's just got to 60. Like I got
I
a
need
couple
you to
more,
make-
and then
I need you to make a will save.
Oh,
Who
Lord.
knew we were watching SmackDown, bro?
Rules lawyer's trying to break the rules.
No, I'm
Giving him
not.
the people's elbow.
I'm just
23.
bending it.
23.
Yeah.
I know who I'm choking
You
out next.
feel this wave of primal urges to hunt,
Oh,
to kill,
God.
to chase, to maim. And you get this, and you just barely shake it off.
Oh, good Lord.
Well,
That
that
would
would
have
have
ended.
been bad.
That would have been
You
bad.
at the last hit that hits you, you kind of like Hulk moment in Age of Ultron, where you just kind of like look up at him and spit out the tooth. You know, like you kind of look up at him, and it's just like none
Like
of
you
you can actually see this, but you just realize, oh snap, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I do. Is it my turn now?
They moved. They attacked. Yep, it's your turn.
I'm jumping through the window.
All right, give me an athletics check to a long
Natural
jump.
one.
Oh, God. I think I have. You said athletics?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll use my own modifier. Not the bear's modifier. I can
Is you
choose.
wild morph?
Oh, I said my own. Nope. I thought that was a 9. Oh no. Oh no. 17.
17 is plenty. You turn and jump with your hulking form through the paned glass window.
Oh, I take more damage.
You take
Which
3
mi-
points of damage, and I need you to make a will save.
Oh God. Oh, 23. I rolled a 10 again.
Okay.
Wow, you're like on the cusp of.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Like
As you break through and rumble through, and you hit the ground, and you feel that urge come up again, where you are not in the right place. This is not
Say the
where
magic
you
word.
belong. You have been captured. You have been taken. You have been caged for far too long.
I'm going to Oh, I think I can do this actually. And it would be easy. I think it's I'm going to I jump through, so I still have 2 actions. I'm gonna turn around and having that going through my mind, I'm going to give a roar back at through the window and I'm gonna use demoralize.
Make an intimidation check.
I suck.
What is it?
I rolled a 2.
Oh no. Yeah, like
Oh,
as you actually, it's not quite as silly as that. As you turn around and go to roar, a smell hits your nose. The smell of blood.
Bezak's going to get out. In my last action, I'm running 30
That's all
feet.
three. That was all 3 actions. You
No.
don't have to run. You demoralized.
Demoralize 1 action.
Yes, you jump through the window. Long jump. 2 actions.
No, I messed up. It's cool. I thought I had 2 more. It's kind.
Actually, I said long jump, but I actually used the rules for force open. So I'll give it to you. I don't want to, but it makes more sense for you to
It's
force
fine.
open. So for your next action, you can.
He's an honest GM.
I'll give it to you because I messed up.
Well,
Because
force
you
open is
forced
an
open.
action.
You yeah, it's 1 action.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh, I got
flushed
you.
through the window, so that's technically a force open.
Yeah. I gotcha. So then I'm gonna run 30
WGM.
feet into the woods. I'm going for the woods.
All
I don't
right, so
care.
you're-
Woods.
first person ran out. I guess you're following them there.
It's fine.
Oh,
Anyways, that's gonna
crap.
take us to the outskirts.
You.
Do we hear any of this?
Would I know it's
actually,
Bizarre?
You definitely hear the glass breaking. You
freaking
hear
bear,
the
dude.
freaking bear run through. Like, yeah,
There
you
were
hear all
bears
that.
there
It's pretty much
before.
common knowledge at this point.
It's a bear or a dinosaur.
Yeah.
And if
Falco?
I
No.
out there,
Bizak.
it would have been a dinosaur.
I would say I'm gonna give this to you. It's a freebie. Go ahead, Joe, and roll a perception check to see if you actually see it, because you're technically in the front, and this happened on the side. So unless you were like rounded the corner,
But
25.
what do you hear?
say again.
25.
Yeah, you saw it. Oh,
We go
you're running to the forest.
to the outskirts at this point.
Cassius sees you run up. Is what about the? Oh, and he just turns around and runs after you. He's like, I guess we're running now.
Guess so.
It is now Falco's turn.
Okay. Have ball. Right? Have the ball.
Yep.
So I see Johnny choke this guy out.
It's obscured. You see 2 people fighting, and 1 person choked the other one out. You can't tell which is which.
Can I use my free action and say, Johnny, you okay?
Yeah, that's cool. That's enough to just say, Johnny, okay? And you can reply, Johnny, if you'd like.
Good. Let's get out of here.
Let's go.
Good.
Is there a window near us?
There is. The difference between you and where Bezak was about 30-ish feet. So the window near you, you can climb up on top of the cage and then jump through the window, or you can try to vault like into the window itself, or run over and try to open it up.
Okay.
Is there a wall next to us too?
There's a window and a wall.
And does Shane have a
Sweat?
ball
Yes. And there's
Alright.
sweat.
coming from Uriah's eyes? This is it.
Or the literal mist in the air that is made from water.
Sweat dripping down the walls.
Huh.
Sweat dripping down the walls is actually blood.
Oh wow. Damn. That got dark.
As the painting on the wall is just crying blood.
I would say
That got even darker.
And then it smiles at you.
Falco would head for the window. And wait, above the cage, standing above the cage, can I see above the smoke or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cage is 15 feet high. If you climb on top of it, if you use an action to climb on top of it, you can be out of the you can your head would technically be like, you could like look up over the mist.
Okay.
It's a 20-foot burst, so it's like,
Okay, so I would use an action, get on top of the cage.
Yep. you go ahead and roll an athletics check to climb.
Let's see.
Lumber climb. Boom.
Can I use? Oh, later. Is it athletics?
Yes, sir.
15.
You still have that monkey pin?
I do.
What does that monkey pen give you again?
It
He can
gives
activate it and he
me-
can climb at full speed.
Yeah.
Just making sure someone still has it.
Yeah, I still have it.
Mhm.
Well, it was
Yeah.
on my armor.
Mhm.
But yeah, I still have it. 15.
What is your speed?
25.
So, you can only climb at half speed, which for you is rounded down. So it's 10 feet. So you get almost to the top of it, and then you have to climb again.
Well, okay. I would say I would say it loud enough to hopefully if Bazak, because I don't know if Bazak not out yet. Bazak and last time I saw Uriah was where?
In the crowd.
I would say this loud enough for them to hear it and say, "Guys, we gotta get out of here. Head for a window." Just say a window. And then use my other action to finish the climb, I guess.
All right, finish the climb.
You want to roll another athletics?
Yes, please.
Oh, that's way better. 24.
Yeah, boom, you're up. And that's it.
And
That's
then
it. Action to climb, action to speak because you already spoke to Johnny once. Action to climb again.
Fine.
Sorry, bro. Johnny.
Rough.
Is the window Bazak went through the closest window to me?
No, the basic the window went through the window
He's on the
Bazak
other side.
is like 2 windows down. It's about 30, 35 feet away from you. The closest window to you is only about 10 feet away.
Is there a door or anything closer?
You can make a perception check, but you have the mist surrounding you.
Well, I'd have to make a perception check to see the window anyhow.
No, you wouldn't. The window
We're
is
right
light.
by a window.
Gives
Me
off
and you were
light.
right by a window. Yeah.
Okay. Where's Uriah? Can I see Uriah? Do I know where Uriah is?
You'd have to make a perception check to see Uriah.
Sheesh.
Got that action economy, boys.
But you would have heard me say,
I swear, I'm going
Head
to
for a
break my
window.
monitor.
Yeah, you would have
Possible.
heard Falco say.
you
head
would have
for a
heard me
window.
say
Okay.
when your turn
Yep.
comes up.
Then Johnny's going to sun charge the window.
All right.
I'm going to
You
break my
instead
monitor,
of
I
sudden
swear.
charge, I get what you're saying, but you don't attack the window. You just run and it opens. So we'll just
Yeah.
give you a
Go towards the
run.
window.
I'll run and a force open. So go ahead and roll an athletics check. With you're gonna critical this because it's a very low DC for a window to force it open.
Natural one.
Natural
Oh.
one.
Natural one.
Natural
You
one.
guys
Go.
run. You guys watch Falco as you get
I'm
up. You can kind of
sorry.
see over, and you watch Johnny very like
I got you.
Avengers theme. Dun, da, 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 da. As he's running, he takes his shield, his stump, and with his shield he jumps, Captain America style, and then like a bug on a windshield, just right off of it.
No, I got this, guys. Don't worry. This episode is sponsored by Windex. You see two crows after Johnny hits. You see two crows just look at it.
Yeah.
Huh. It's about time.
It was
So I'm
either,
laying prone,
the
so I gotta
Avengers
get up.
style hit-
So I'm just gonna get up. That's third action.
Okay. I will say, for the purposes of this, the
That's
mob comes into the the space.
The
They're
visitors
gonna
of the
roll.
mist.
They come into the space. They can see Johnny clearly, and they can see Falco clearly. I'm going to roll. I'm gonna roll and see if they can climb. A couple of them can climb up onto the.
I think we're doing a zombie apocalypse right now.
This is the survival.
Yeah. So like 3 people begin to climb up onto the cage. As you're standing there, there's like 3 people. That's like, come on, get them. Check the cage! What did they do with it? These guys are kind of yelling. Meanwhile, Johnny, you're gonna suffer an attack as they come at you to actually attack you. That's a 25 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Damn. Ooh, they're still rolling good when they're damaged. It's 15 damage.
And they're moving towards me.
Yep. They
Cool.
move. They
Attack
climb.
of opportunity.
Well, yeah. Wait a second. Does swarms attack of opportunity? Let me just double check something.
If they move, they use a move action.
Well, it's a
They're
s-
moving.
I think
But
you're right.
swarm is different
Because it's like a group of people.
because it's like a bunch of. It's a bunch of. Something.
Yeah, it's a bunch of people. So let me just double check.
Pulls a javelin
Weird.
out of his back.
Pulls up.
Johnny needs a whip.
Pulls
Johnny.
up. What you
It
call it?
doesn't say. It doesn't say. It says the swarm can occupy the same space as other creatures. It says it's only immune to grappled, prone, and restrained conditions. It says nothing because there are some that say these creatures are immune to attack of opportunity. So they are not. So go ahead and roll an attack of opportunity on the swarm. Which, by the
23.
way, which, by the way, is the only way to do a zombie thing. There has to be zombie swarms. Like 23 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Not too terribly hard to hit these guys. High health. Swarms are typically high health and low AC.
6.
6 points of damage. You hit it.
Knocked one person out.
Johnny, you stand up. You fist. I guess it's fisticuffs because you still haven't drawn your katana.
No.
And this guy comes over to you. He comes in and they attack, and then you wham, just knock him. In fact, I'll say this guy comes to attack you, and you kind of use his momentum and throw him into the wall, and just kind of bam. You use that attack of opportunity there.
Throw him into the window.
It is now whose turn? Don. I'll say for the purposes of this, you ran into the forest after Bazak. We're gonna skip to Uriah. Uriah.
I want to run to where because I heard Falco, so I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm going to run to where the mayor is, grab the mayor, and get out, or whoever the guy
You're
was.
running
that was
back
at one
through the
station.
mist to the other side.
See.
Okay. So you're gonna spend an action to run 25 feet back through the mist. On the other side, you go looking for the mayor, and the mayor is gone.
Okay. Frick, I'm going to. I guess I'll start running for the door, and wait.
You can make a perception check to see if you see the mayor, but he's
Yeah,
not
that's
where
what
you
I-
saw him before.
Last.
He doesn't seem to be in the area. You would have to make a perception check to search for him, to like look and see what happened to him. Or you can turn around and hightail it. Or I'm just letting you know. Like I'm not saying no, he's not there at all. I'm just saying that you don't see him where he was.
Okay, so that's a 26
Or
perception.
Perception.
oh,
Sorry.
perception.
To search.
Oh boy, I gotta whisper this to you.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
This is all going to hell.
Yeah.
Golly,
Two of us just
mister.
ran off into the forest. The other three are still trapped inside.
Golly,
But you are
mister,
not
thanks
following
for
me?
all the
Yeah, I
killing.
followed the first person out, and you were the first person out.
Wubba dubba dub dub.
I assumed the rest were close.
You know what they say about assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Makes a fool out of you. No, that's not what it
Close.
says. Isn't
It
it like
involves-
makes a fool out of me and you?
You and me, because
You and
You and me, because it's assumed.
sorry. Public school.
Nah, you all good.
Your friend
Well,
does the
this is
same thing.
definitely not how I planned this session going.
No,
I'm gonna be honest, bro. If
my
these
brain
people
wasn't
keep playing,
going musty.
I do not care how big the room is or how many civilians are in there. I will cast fireball.
Really?
Water
Kill
ball, water
civilians?
ball, right? Water ball.
Your rival will kill civilians. It's crazy.
I didn't know that.
There's a dark side.
This is a swarm, all right. It's a necromantic fireball, all right. I'm possessed, Kylo Ren style, bro.
Hey, keep that name off my Discord.
Not your Discord.
Yeah, it is actually.
It is his channel. Although the TTRPG section. That is your second action there, Uriah.
I take chase.
Seriously? It's now difficult terrain, so you're gonna get up to the swarm, and then you're passing through the swarm, which is difficult terrain.
Oh god. That's never good when the game master says, seriously?
I take chase. I take chase.
All right. So you move absolutely as far as you can through the mist, and as soon as you exit the mist, you hit the smoke.
God.
What's the end of my turns?
Okay.
You're not paying attention, Massimo.
It is now it's Falco's turn.
So seeing Johnny like freaking bug splat, he's gonna chuckle like, "Damn." Oh right, go quick draw, aim for the glass, for the window, and try to shoot the glass.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack.
26.
26 crits. You shatter the window. The whole thing, like you hit it just right, and it just kind of.
Spiderweb.
Oh,
That's cool.
28.
Oh,
Even better than crits.
You take out the wall.
Take out the whole wall.
Now we blow up a wall.
What was that, a bridge?
bridge, a prison, a wall.
And then we
Ports
will
on City.
make a leap of faith going through the window.
All right, give me an acrobatics check.
Come on, baby.
Is it acrobatics? No, it is athletics. I'm sorry.
Never mind.
Is Slippy out of the ball or is she bald?
No, she's still on the ball.
She is bald.
Bald, no fur, feathers.
19.
19.
Uh-oh.
The glass is super
Oh,
weak,
no.
right? He crit it.
Yeah, but he's got to jump 10 feet to get it.
Listen, you said I crit it. That means the arrow went through and cut the glass by itself individually, so there's no sharp.
Yeah, I don't know about, like, it's about getting there. It's about making that jump.
That's
He goes like this, so cool looking, pulls the bow out, shoo, duh, and just jumps.
Poof.
Wham! And falls.
Like the end of the bad guys. We're gonna make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You leap, and as you leap, one of the guys grabs your ankle and it throws it off, and you fall. Boom! 15 feet.
Dang.
You
dog.
take 7 points of bludgeoning damage,
okay.
and you are prone.
Oh,
Good
you're
thing you have another
freaking-
action.
Golly, man, you're freaking killing me, man.
Hold up, do you have another action?
Bro, we're
He does,
struggling to
yeah.
get out of it.
I quick draw, I
Damn,
jumped,
town
and then they
hall.
messed up, so I have to use my action to get up. To
Well, technically it was. Well, I would say that this cage wasn't 10 feet. It wasn't a long jump to get through it. It's just jumping through the window. It's just a jump. I wouldn't say it's a long jump. So no, yeah, you still have another action to stand up. You
yeah,
stand,
that's
and
fine.
then it's Johnny's turn. Johnny.
Well, I'm not standing up. I'm gonna go crawl. If I'm on the ground, I'm crawling to the window.
Okay.
I see.
That's
Can
half your
Johnny
movement.
see who just
That's fine.
where Valko went down and that he got grabbed?
No, it's not half your movement. It's you crawl. You move 5 feet. So you move up
Oh,
to
yeah.
the window at this point, and then you're.
It's something crazy.
So I'm at the window.
Yes, you are at the window, but you are prone.
That's fine.
The window. It's the wall.
And then Johnny, what's up?
Okay. If he's at the window and I'm at the window, Johnny's gonna pick Falco up.
All right, roll an athletics check.
Let it happen.
Oh,
Fuck
you
what
let it
goes
happen?
limp.
Letting it
All right,
happen.
so you just reach down and you grab him. I'll say yeah.
I throw Falco through the window.
Falco, you suffer 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you're thrown to the other side.
And I rolled a 30 athletic check for that. And
you
He
suffer 6
flies.
points of
Oh.
bludgeoning damage. I'm just kidding.
The man's
You don't get an athletic check. He said he let it happen, so you just grabbed him. So I'll say that athletics check was for you to vault, and you just kind of yeet out the window. Boom.
all
All
3
right.
actions.
Me and him are gone.
All right. Well, no, you're outside, but you're not necessarily gone yet. But I'll say that for the purposes of this, it takes a while for the swarm to kind of get up and through the window and whatnot, and then you guys can leave. And those people are they're not zombies. They're not gonna chase you through a window. They're gonna see you ran out the window and they're gonna be like, what the heck? And then they're gonna run out the front door. Or turn their attention to
Oh,
Bossy,
God.
bossy,
But they,
mossy.
but they should be able to see him though.
there are a few people of the
That's what
swarm.
it's-
The swarm that was by me.
The swarm that taking up about 50 feet
Stop.
in the 50 square feet. Technically, the whole place is technically a swarm, honestly. For the purposes of this, it's a gargantuan swarm because it's huge. It's amazing. But it's just a lot of people.
Oh no.
I was just
Um,
asking because if Johnny sees somebody right inside the window turn and he thinks he's going after Uriah, I want to attack of opportunity the guy.
They don't have to move to hit Uriah. Uriah ran into them.
Okay.
So they rolled
Here,
a
just tell us you want to
24
kill
to
him.
hit.
All right, just tell us you want to kill your rat.
Tell me, Mike. 24 to hit.
What's your AC? What's your
It
AC?
is a
Balls.
20. It is a 20, but
Yeah,
I'm looking at
24
something
hit.
real quick. What about my Aeon stone? Aeon.
What does that do?
The Aeon stone allows you to cast the first level shield cantrip as an arcane and innate spell surrounding yourself in pink energy. The resonant power increases the damage prevented by our Aeon stone
Basically
shield
shield.
spell from 5 to 10. It's
Yeah,
basically
it's
shield.
shield. It's shield, but you have to actually cast it.
Oh, that's right. It's not a reaction. Dang it.
You suffer. That one was a little worse. 13 points of damage.
13. Okay, so that's okay.
This is bludgeoning damage, not piercing or slashing. However, just to they're gonna go and attack again. Ooh, that's
Of course
bad.
they are.
That's real bad.
Of
That was
course they
12.
are.
That was a 12. They're gonna attack
12.
the third time. That's
With a
real bad.
negative.
That's real bad. That's a 7.
Crit fail.
Yeah. It is now your turn, buddy boy.
Run, baby, run.
Okay,
Outrun
with
my
half-
gun.
With half your movement, you lose sight of the thing you're chasing as it rounds a corner outside, and you are still in the swarm. It's now their turn. They're going to attack.
Half movement.
You're in difficult terrain, so you can only
But
move
if I
15,
use-
you can only move 10 feet.
But it's 3 actions per 10 feet, so
Yes,
it'd be 30
you
feet.
move 30 feet in a 100-foot space. You're about 25
Ah!
feet in. You move 30 feet, and this guy just boom, gone.
See, this is why
Um,
Spaco said head for a window.
27 to hit.
Who?
27 to hit you, homie.
Yes, that hits.
That's a 14 points of damage.
They gotta
Okay,
capture
so-
someone. They have to capture someone.
Four,
Oh my
four,
God.
14 will be 1.
We set it up for him and he fumbled.
That's all right, bro. It adds spice to the game.
They do it, really do.
That's a 20 with its negatives to hit. That hits you.
Oh, 20.
Do you
20
have
matches.
another character sheet?
I'm
They
good
don't
for
kill
right
Ooh,
now.
they rolled real bad. They rolled real bad. That's an 11 points of damage.
It's a
Okay,
mob. They probably won't
um,
kill him. They're a bunch of farmers.
Wait. None. Minus
Yeah,
11.
because Johnny's about to
Okay.
kill them.
Please start running. Get out of
I'm getting rips tonight.
here.
All right, one last attack on you, buddy boy.
Uriah.
R.I.P. You're right.
That
Wait.
is
What
a
reaction is
natural 5.
That hit that
Crit
four times?
fail.
That was 3 hits. That was the 3rd hit.
No, you did the first damage.
It was like 24
took
and then 20
to
and then 11.
24, 20, and then 11.
It missed anyways.
It's 3
That-
actions.
That was the 11. I just
Oh,
rolled
you're doing
the 11.
damage.
Yeah, that was damage.
Oh,
homie.
oh.
I have no
Yeah,
idea
so
what
that
he's
was the
talking
last attack, and that didn't hit you.
Were any
yeah.
of those by chance cutting?
No, he says
Because like they keep grabbing
Okay.
at you. Some people gotta have like nails, you know, and it scratches you. Sometimes it can make you bleed a little.
Okay, I'm gonna. We let fate decide. I'm gonna roll a d20. 11 or higher, yes. 10 or lower, no.
Say less.
You got an old lady with long fingernails come at you and just barely broke the skin, like a little tiny, just.
Is there blood?
There is blood.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll save it and get these hands, bro.
You kill a little lady, I swear to God, Johnny will kill you.
Listen, dog. We trying
And
to
then
make
we'll
it out
find a
of
way to
here.
resurrect you,
Whoa.
and then we'll kill you again.
Johnny's not there, and Falco's not there, and Don's not there.
Rumors
And
spread.
I don't know who
And you
scratched
haven't been
me.
here, so you.
And I don't know who's scratching me. Just someone scratching me, and I'm trying to get out of there.
Oh no.
Are you using the blood vendetta reaction?
I shall,
Okay.
because it doesn't take an action, so I can still
Does
use
not
all
take
three
an
of mine.
action. You.
Sanguinum. And then she starts bleeding profusely.
She's probably on blood thinners, man. Come on.
The target must attempt a will save.
He has no will.
No, it takes 2d6 persistent bleed damage. And then it takes a will save. So it has to take a will save. Which it did really, really well on. It's the natural 19, but their will is very low. What's your spell
The-
DC? Oh no, it's the save
the
DC is
DC
22.
The DC is 22.
Yeah, they succeeded it, so they take half of it. So roll.
Lady!
So it's not an
It's
old
a
lady; it's the
swarm,
whole
dog.
swarm. It's the whole
That's
swarm.
racist.
So go ahead
Okay,
and
so
roll.
22
Go
count.
ahead and roll 2d6.
2d6. Old lady finna catch his hands. Jump off the table, please. That's a 6 and a 5. So
11.
11.
You do 44 points of persistent bleed damage as you turn around and cast this spell. A darkness kind of envelops you, surrounds you, and as you cast this spell, all of you watch as this smoke is black smoke comes out of the open orifices, the windows that are broken, the doorway that leads out, as just this black cloud. And Don, or I'm sorry, Falco, as you're laying there, you could swear that the black that comes out is like has a face of some kind. It has some sort of humanoid skeletal feature as it kind of comes out, and you do this. Massimo, you wouldn't see it, but your eyes flash red, your skin turns pale, and as you invoke this blood vendetta, you realize something may be very weird with your abilities.
Me. I am weird.
And how many people does he kill?
Enough.
Swarms
Enough.
taking damage.
R.I.P. That's
Well,
sworn.
if they haven't heard of the Serious 6 yet, they sure will.
Uh-huh.
Those who are
Not
alive.
even gonna need the children back no more.
It is now your turn, Massimo.
How many orphans is he creating
Run.
now?
The smoke, the black, like the smoke dissipates almost immediately. It's not like it hangs in the air.
Oh dang.
Which by this time the obscuring mist is gone. The smoke from the shiny thing that Cash is through is dissipating as well. So now you turn and you're running.
Run, baby, run.
All right. So it takes
With the
two more
pumped up
moves.
pace.
It takes two more moves to get out of the building, and you are out of um, difficult terrain. And then you use your full speed to run around the corner. By this time, you see Johnny and Falco heading into the distance, and you just what do you do?
Do I, by chance, see the man like at the foot or something?
Do you
Like, do I
want to
see him
take
at
a
all?
moment? Do you want to take a moment to look to
I
seek?
do.
All right. Roll a perception check.
Ooh, look at that. That's a 25.
25. You can see kind of a shadow move down the alley around the side. But it took you pretty long. You'll have to split. You'll have to split up and go this way if you want to go after him.
And I see Johnny and Falco run that
You
way.
see Johnny and Falco running into the forest, like into the outskirts of the town.
It's the forest. Oh, frick.
It is the polar opposite way, my guy.
I hate you. Frick. I run after the shadow.
Okay. All right. That's gonna end the kind of challenge part of it, I suppose. Let me just go here
The
to
encounter.
yeah, not necessarily the whole encounter, but
Shot in the back.
the rest of you get out. Uriah, you run to the alley. I need you to make a stealth check, not to be seen by the group of people.
Stealth. Why can I never find my stuff? Okay, there it is.
Alphabetical.
Ooh. 29.
29. You slip into the alley and you kind of press yourself against the side. You see the shadow kind of move deeper into the alley, but you wait a moment, and then the people start coming out. Where did he go? They went into the forest. Go after him. They got the thing. They got the beast. They betrayed us. You hear footsteps, and then you continue down the alley. Or do you continue down the alley?
I do indeed. Wait. Oh, I guess I don't see the shadow anymore, do I?
The shadow went down the alley. You saw it just
Yeah.
kind of.
I'll just keep going down, then.
Okay. You go down the alley.
Well,
The alley kind of curves back and forth into a maze, and you can swear that you've seen this barrel 3 times over again. And now you start looking for a way out. And you're like, wait a second, what happened? But there's like, I'm walking in circles, like there's no way. You start like going, this is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. And then you feel a hand on your shoulder. You spin to turn around to see none other than Count LaCroix. And we're going to take a break right here because I really have to go to the bathroom.
What? You in deep mojo.
Hey boys, how you doing today?
Yep. New character sheet. Start working on it.
I
Yep,
mean,
I've already got a few in mind.
yeah. If he's going on this,
I'm
he
gonna-
already has at least one ready.
I've got a cavern elf.
Ooh, another owl, another stallion. Hey. Cave elf too, so dark vision, huh?
Frick me. I am desperately trying to figure out what to do right now. Take a break? Okay.
Unless this is all part of your plan, huh? Oh, I haven't gone through-
Possess
Going.
The rest of today's stream is sponsored by the River Styx, carrying Soul since 1932. Today's newest product, Uriah.
As you stand there, this form leaning over you, you can't help but wonder how much time has passed. Basic.
Mhm.
As Don, Cassius, Johnny, and Falco all lean over looking at your body, you kind of
Did how long has it been out?
How long has it been? 10, 15 minutes?
tracks.
Only around 10 or so, maybe a little longer.
Isaac, did he's still on the ground. Did no one got hurt back there, did they?
I'm not sure. I saw you run through and figured you were the leader of the rest of them.
You can focus on your morality later, my friend.
What the heck was all that?
Well, that was an unsuccessful attempt to calm down a mob.
I'm getting up.
I assume that none of you have been involved in any witch hunts recently.
Not me.
He's looking at all of you.
Did we catch up already?
Yeah,
We're
all of you are
grouped.
All
together.
the
The whole group is there, except for Uriah.
For the last time.
was Uriah.
Dead.
Last we saw, he was still in the building, but I believe he made his way out the front.
Well, if he was smart, he'd go back to the gravestone and settle in with the captain until all of that blows over, which is probably never. Real bang-up job you did.
Why'd you blow the horn?
They weren't gonna listen. Plus, the guy said that I said something, and that's not what I said. So if he was just gonna say whatever,
I was in the middle of them, Falco.
what
Was
do you
that's
want me
not
to
your
do?
it's not
What do
your
you want me to do?
problem?
It's not what I'm saying. You're here, right? You made it out.
You
You hurt nobody.
moron. And he I'm like just gonna push him off or I'm just gonna walk away. Like
Whatever. Whatever, man.
and then Bazak's gonna walk away and then sit down on the ground, crisscross applesauce, and pick up some dirt and just push it, like go like this, and I'm gonna refocus.
Well,
Yeah, that's kind of how, mobs work there, Falco. They twist logic. They don't do things that make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, you can't talk to groups of people like that. I get it. I understand that. That's why I blew my horn. So we can just leave.
You could have always told them that aid is on its way and to beg for them to allow you some time to investigate. That's certainly what I would have done.
They gave us 24 hours?
And then you shot yourself in the foot, so to speak.
They said
Johnny.
24 hours, and then they kind of like didn't listen after that. So I'm sorry, but
Johnny would walk to the edge of the woods during all of this and pull out the spyglass looking for Uriah.
Okay, make a perception check. Don, what's going on with you?
just kind of tired after chasing Bazak. Not really sure of anything. What to do next.
What'd you get there, Johnny?
help you. Sorry, give me a sec. Well,
Yeah, you scan the town. You see people in the mob kind of going into the forest slightly, but they don't venture too deep. And then they come back. You guys are, I'll say that you guys are several hundred feet into the forest. There's a little bit of a hill that you can kind of get up on and peer through, or you climb one of the trees and use a spyglass and kind of search out, look out, and you look over the town and you just see the kind of the fog that kind of rolled in this morning. It's now starting to get into the evening time. It obscures a lot of your vision. You can't really see Uriah.
great.
Let me know after 10 minutes go by.
Johnny would come down out of the tree and make his way towards the edge of town, waiting for Uriah, looking for him constantly.
Well, the closer you get, the more chance there are for the what's left of the mob, which is still in full force, to find you.
Well, as I see them leaving, I move.
Okay. So you're gonna have to wait for a little bit because they're still searching the edge of the forest.
I'm just gonna sit in the tree for now and just kind of glance.
Okay.
But like, as they move out, I'm gonna get down and make my way that way.
Quite the welcome to Drague, eh?
I was hoping this would be easy.
How did the mayor have any idea that we were arriving in the first place?
Question I'd like you to answer, to be honest. Were you hired for this job?
No.
Curious. He
We've never
strokes
even been
his chin
here.
as if there's a beard there, but there is none.
How do you keep doing that? Yeah, that's weird. We've never met that guy, right, Don?
I don't believe so. I mean, recall knowledge. Did he look familiar? Society check.
Roll a society check, yeah.
Ooh, first bad roll. 17.
Doesn't not seem familiar to you. You're fairly confident. You're mildly confident that you've never seen him before.
Well, seeing as we've never been down this far south of Prahijan, I don't think we've ever ran into him as a group, at least.
Forgive me, but I have been eavesdropping just a bit on your conversations amongst your group. You are looking for this man, Count LaCroix, yes?
Are you asking as
Why?
Cassus, or are you asking as a noble?
Ah, yes, there is a bit of explaining there. I apologize for lying to you. It seemed the only way to get you to leave me alone. I won't pretend to... I won't do you the service, rather, of pretending to not know who you are. You are the Serious Six, the same group that burned down the orphanage in Vigo.
We didn't do
And
that.
the same group that helped out the broker in Almara. You are the group that has been curiously close to Count LaCroix for some time. And yet, I have to say, your methods are... Well, I
Hey.
have yet to see a method to them.
Word travels extremely fast, it seems, in Prahijan, but our methods a bit unordinary, yes, but we sure get the job done.
I am Cassius Crumb. member of the Crimson Conclave. I am not a noble. I never was. I lied to you because I heard of your dealings with the Duchess, that you are no fan of the nobility. I figured that was the easiest way of getting you to stay out of my way. But it appears our paths were fated to be together.
Yeah, Falco over here kind of is looking
Huh.
for them.
I've been hired by the Violet Estate to find Molly.
Now, why does that name sound familiar?
Molly's family.
Yes, with
Sleeping
left
lady?
hand. Well,
I didn't hear what you said.
Lady
Sleeping lady.
Lady Violet is still in more or less a coma. However, the estate is managed by a caretaker. You wouldn't know who he was, is pretty much a nobody, but
Wait, what? What do you? What's his name? You know it?
he's a servant of the Violets. Think of him as an accountant, or maybe some sort of lawyer. At any rate, he hired me to track down Molly, who was the heir to the Violet fortune, um, seeing as though all of this ill deeds happened to her. My path has brought me to LaCroix, which brought me to you. And over the course of the last few days, I've thoroughly vetted you. I know that you couldn't have taken her. And then back to LaCroix. Here we are. Now, the one town that could give me some answers, I've officially made an enemy of. I suppose you owe me one, Sirius 6.
Nah, I don't think so. You can work with us. Because we're hunting LaCroix too.
I'll tell you what. I'm not going to listen to him anymore. He points at Falco.
Alright.
He does to people. But he looks at you, Don. You seem like an upstanding person who can actually
Wow.
deal,
I'm,
do
I like
business.
I'm not here. That's cool.
Well, each
Well,
as we all
here's
have
the
a
thing,
voice.
Here's the thing, Falco. You do owe me. Because now I can't complete my mission. And it seems that I can't complete my mission without you. And you can't complete your mission without me. It seems that we are fated to work together. Think of it as a partnership of convenience. He kind of gives you a sly look.
I give him one right back. Huh. Freaking weirdo.
So, how do we end up helping each other in this exchange here?
Well, for starters, I would like to find out what happened to the children here. It would be nice to know what happened here in Porta Drague.
I mean,
I'm not saying that we have to find the children or deliver them back. Although that would be very nice, and I'm all for that. I'm saying more like we just need to know where we are here. You rather made a big deal of this. At this time, Bezek, you're well over 10 minutes.
While he's speaking, I'm gonna pull out the loyal export log. I'm just gonna give it
Um,
a glance.
Just a log of comings and goings of the loyal exploit on certain dates. If you'd like, you can roll a you're trained in society, right? You're better than trained in society, aren't you?
Master in society.
Ooh, boy. Roll society to decipher writing.
Natural 20.
Oh,
It was the
Oh,
slowest
snap.
roll too. I got scared. I thought it was a 1, but it's the 2
Oh.
blades.
You know they correspond on certain dates. You know the cargo seems shifted. All of this stuff has been pointed out to you before. What hasn't been pointed out to you is that the paper feels weird. As you hold it in your hands now, it's almost wet. It's almost wet all the time. And you've written it off before. At this point, like, it kind of comes to you. You've written this off before so many times as it's some kind of goop that's on it, or oh, it was sitting next to my health potion sweated a little bit, or it was sitting next to, oh, it must have got something spilled on it, I must have sweated on it, I must have dropped it in water, yada yada. But you haven't gotten wet. You've been on the deck of a ship, but there's been no storms, nothing got wet. You haven't dropped it, you haven't fallen in water, you haven't gotten pushed in a fountain, nothing like this.
Yeah.
Well,
The paper is always wet, almost.
my brain doesn't know how to process that.
Don't overthink it.
I mean, you tell me that, I'm gonna try to wring out the paper, right? Like, I'm gonna get real dumb with it.
You wring out the paper, and indeed, a couple of drops ring out of it. And Cassius kind of looks at you curiously. He kind of looks at the other group.
Drops
Looks
of
at
water.
Johnny up in the tree. A couple drops of water, and it's water.
When'd you go swimming?
Not Riverhold.
I'm gonna say that when I walk up.
Last time was in a completely different town. Before we even met you. By holding it out, is it like getting wet again?
Yes. You wring it, and then let go. And then you wring it again, couple more drops, let go. And then you wring it again, couple more drops, let go. You ring it again, couple more drops. Like, no matter how often, it's always wet.
What is it?
Hey, what are you doing?
Supposedly the loyal Faka, you remember the loyal export logs, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that Council Crow's ship?
ship.
Uh-huh.
We thought there might have been some odd patterns. And now this whole thing is strange to me. You can see this paper seems to be giving off water.
Yeah, you haven't gone
You see
swimming.
his kind of, like, he kind of sits back a little bit. LaCroix, what have you gotten into? He says, almost like under his breath. May I?
Ring it one last time and then hand it to him.
And he takes it, he looks over the logs, and he goes, some of these correspond with some very disconcerting disappearances. There was
Disco, what?
disappearances. There, up in Anton, there was a distant relative of the royal line, a cousin, had gone missing, and several of us from the Crimson Conclave were called in to help. It was a few of us, Mr. Adler, and Mr. Wainwright, myself, a few others.
Sounds like a mighty smexy dude.
You're not here. You're dead.
You right?
Did he ever sleep with you?
You ever sleep in the same bed?
That's wrong.
Actually,
I slept
accurate.
with all of them.
Oh, that's
He hands
true.
over it. He holds the paper and he goes. He smells, and then he
Nice.
takes the corner of the paper and he puts out his tongue and he tastes.
Salt
would
water.
Raj just got the like weirdest look staring at him like, what are you doing?
We all have to.
All of you are just giving him this weird look, and he goes, "I'm an investigator."
So you lick things often?
I'm
Maybe-
a tracker, and I don't sniff.
Maybe you
poop.
should. And he hands it back to John.
Not the same place.
Yeah, I was gonna turn to a different
Do it on
corner,
this side, Don. It's weird.
turn around, kind of give it a lick.
It
Why would
tastes
you lick
briny, like salt water.
I mean, I guess we should all Falco. You tell me what this tastes like.
Ugh.
Bezak, you next.
Ugh. It's salty.
Well, don't.
Ugh.
Bezek's gonna look at you. I feel like this is a prank.
No, it's really salty. Oh, you heard that burp? That was weird, man.
I grab it and
Those
I'm
are
not gonna
still
lick it.
burnt.
I'm gonna sniff it.
It smells like a smell that you've smelled before. Deep sea fish. Smells like not. It doesn't smell like fish of. It doesn't smell like sea bass, or doesn't smell like shark, or even dolphin, tuna, other fish that are in the first several hundred feet. This smells like fish that live deep, deep down.
The giant
And there's
kraken.
a pit in your stomach. Because when you think of down, you think of the reason your people stay in culture. You think of the reasons that your grandfather and his father told you, and your father, the stories of tales long passed down on dwarven lines.
What you think, old man? Sorry, he doesn't say old man. What do you think, Bezak?
Tastes like salt water.
Is
I mean,
Johnny
smells
nearby?
like salt water.
Give Johnny a lick.
Smells.
Huh?
It's
Hey,
Johnny's
Johnny!
tree.
As
I'm
you
busy.
continue searching, Johnny, as you kind of move off, you get out of earshot from all this. About now is when you kind of it all turns into mumbling. You still can't see Uriah. You still don't see him coming or anything. He's not there. It's apparent though with your constant and diligent search, the crowd doesn't have him, but he's not coming into the forest.
Keeps moving along the forest line closer and closer to town. Still looking. Just tree to tree, tree to tree.
It just gives me I don't like it.
Heebie jeebies, right?
What's that?
Heebie jibbities.
Those like the journey cakes you're.
The Hibbida Baba Buddha? I know what the Hibbida Baba Buddha is.
There you
Baba
go.
boopy.
It's
What'd you say about my mother?
Heebie Baba boopy.
I choked that guy out.
no,
Makes
yeah,
you feel
just-
weird.
How would
Bezak hands the paper back to him. I'm just smelling it.
LaCroix have procured something like this?
What is it?
I don't know.
It's obviously paper that is always wet. That doesn't seem.
Yeah, but that
is that
doesn't
normal
make
to you?
sense.
I don't.
What's the paper say?
I don't like
It's for-
sharing any theories that I have until I can prove it with evidence. However,
Does working with the hag prove as evidence?
he was doing what?
Hag. Worked with the hag stealing children.
Someone who
Well-
seemed powerful with the chicane. She spotted me while I was unseeable and invisible.
Is that what happened to you? It's crazy.
She looked at you.
Indeed, spine chilling. I didn't
He
think anyone
kind
could.
of walks up to you and he looks into your eyes. Don't
You
move.
die instantly.
I blink.
You
I
like,
had to.
I said don't move.
Oh, sorry.
He blinks again.
He reaches out and he holds your shoulders and he looks. I
I
don't
don't think getting
think she
romantic.
cursed you. I would be wary of that kind of things. Hags are not to be trifled with.
There goes that curse word again.
Frank!
You don't know what a curse is, Falco.
I don't care anymore. It's fine.
Well,
Huh?
I'm sure. I actually have a dictionary of terms here. I can show
You
you.
give it to me.
He can read that.
Snatches it out of his hand.
He can
It's
read it
fine.
in the, as you would say, most unordinary way. We do.
What does it start with? C,
Uh,
right?
C, yes.
What do you do?
Go
It
to
reads
curse,
you-
put
it,
my hand on there.
it literally reads you. C A cat.
Yeah.
Nope. No.
That's
No.
funny.
Like you.
Instead
you
of the
get
Webster's, it's
definition.
the
You get the
Adlers.
Webster's definition of curse. Um.
Timothy's Braxton definitions.
Yeah. It's written by Timothy Braxton. There's a dictionary.
Now put a point for level up. Falco knows how to. Falco knows what a curse
Written by
is.
Timothy Braxton in the town of Quora while his dad was away, leaving him behind as a lonely child.
You would have been older, Timothy.
Oh crap, this autobiography.
Yeah.
Um,
Book.
The man lost the time.
I don't.
Why are there tears on the pages?
I don't like.
No, you didn't cry for nothing.
I don't like this piece of evidence. I will tell you. I'm on to something here, but I need to.
How long you been after him? I wasn't.
Since the first disappearance, he points at the log, and the very first entry on that log was 2 years ago.
He's been kidnapping people for 2 years?
We're the first of, well, not the first, but
It seems he's getting greedy for some reason. Most of the time, the people that go missing, there's been people going missing for a long time, but most of the time they're just a few people here, a few people there. Well, at the Crimson Conclave, we've suspected LaCroix of this, but without any evidence. I mean, he's a lord, even in title, even in name. It's hard to prove it. If we can get some evidence to take him down, the Crimson Conclave has the authority and the strings, knows which strings to pull. I could get him
Don't we have
Yeah.
a book?
imprisoned.
Remember the book when we went to do the job for the broker?
I do have a journal, I think,
Yeah.
that appeared to be from Count LaCroix. I'll hand that over to him, and at the same time, I'm gonna pull out Jacas's book and try to find where Jacas explained doppelgangers and see if this guy knows anything about it.
Roll a society check. Where's my notes?
Hubba hubba. 31? 31?
Oh yeah. Jacas's notes are a tangled mess, and yet somehow you flip to the right page, just like
I've
you
added
can
one of those
call it-
patent pending sticky notes on
Yeah.
It's like when you
mimics.
go to the Bible scripture and it's just, oh, hey, look.
Yep. He looks over the book. Well, this certainly is some evidence, at least enough maybe to get an official inquiry into his dealings.
Well,
We
he,
saw what he was doing at Vigo. We were there. We didn't burn. Let me get this straight, bub. We didn't burn that orphanage. Okay?
No, LaCroix did. He burned all the evidence.
Yeah. Also, do you have names of the people he's kidnapped or no?
He kind of looks at you with a very tired look. Do you want to know the names?
I just need to know one name. Bobby. Does Bobby appear on a list that you have of names? I heard that fart from a mile.
nothing really.
That
No,
was Dad moving stuff in the
Uh-huh.
main cage.
no Bobby really
You can-
stands out to me.
Hey. Okay.
But I mean, without a last name, I wouldn't know. I'd have to check the list.
I'm the only one left that remembers the name.
You are
Um,
the only. Well, he was also working with something called doppelgangers, and Don's just gonna kind of read from Jakasa's notes as describing what they are.
what? While he says that, what time is it? Basically, I want to look up at the sky and see what time it is.
Roll
No.
nature check.
Oh, wow. Natural one.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
it's dusk.
Yeah, it's
around-
balancing
it's
out.
around
It's
midnight?
balancing out.
I told you.
It's
Um,
it's looking like a day.
Yeah,
Too
it's
much
looking
cloud.
Yeah. Um. Listens to your reading and he goes, "That's your friend is confused. That's not a doppelganger. I've seen doppelgangers before. That's something else. Doppelgangers have a more of a pale skin, purple tongue, dark eyes.
Does that
Um,
sound like we looking at Falco and Bezek? Does that look like what we had found in
Wow.
Almar?
What you actually found in Almara was more like clay-like skin.
Fair.
Oh.
The creatures that we fought that were.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay.
Putty men.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are these other creatures that you said you've been fighting? What did they look like?
Pale skin. Well, they
No.
looked like Simpson and the other guy's name. I can't remember. And then after we defeated them, we they like morphed back into their forms or something. I don't know. They were like white. They were like pale. I don't know. What color would you say they were, Don?
Well, I only kind of. Technically, I don't think Don saw them. He only heard you guys talk about them.
What color were they? Were Bazak? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
I just explained it. They're like a reddish color, like a
Wait.
clay.
Oh.
We were getting out of there pretty quickly and saving those kids. Kind of just remember the kids, to be honest.
So what do you think they were then?
This is painting a very gruesome image. I should like to do more research, and I should like to investigate on my own in Drague. He looks at Falco and he looks down at your ring. He goes, "It seems like you have your own investigation to perform."
Yeah. Yeah. We do.
Well, if you'd like, I don't mind working through the night. Allow me to go back into Drague tonight, and we can meet back here in the morning. How does that sound?
Yeah. We gotta find our friend. But, just so we're all clear, I just wanna... We're saving these kids, though, like, right?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Like,
I'm not.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. Like, I asked everyone, so he would answer too.
I'm not ruling out the possibility of the worst case scenario. Kind of pointedly looks at all of you. But yes, if it's within my power, I shall.
Yeah, we know. We know kind of his MO. We found his thing underground, so that's probably a good place to start if they have something like that here.
I would be careful if you're exploring the city, especially tonight. Allow me to do a little bit of research and meet you in the morning.
No, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Sounds good.
Totally fine.
I'm a Don. Maybe I know. Mr. Crumb just said not to go in the city, but I think me and you maybe go in.
If
Try to find
Johnny,
Uriah.
if Johnny hasn't seen him yet, then I think that's all due.
He should have been back here by now. I don't like it. I just got a feeling.
Well, I'll keep my eye out for your friend as I go back. I'm fairly good at not being seen. I would suggest to get some rest because we have a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
I want to make sure we're all
He looks
rested.
at all of your scraps of paper and your book and whatnot, and he hands you back the journal from LaCroix. And he goes, as you go to reach for it, he pulls it back. He goes, "Don't lose this."
Of course.
He hands it back to you, and he says, "I would spend some time getting to know our friend a little better." And he looks at the book,
The journal or the book?
the journal.
He looks at Falco and he looks at the book.
The dictionary.
Oh, sorry, here.
Thank you.
And are you going to take the logs or to look over them?
They should help in the investigation, if you'd be so kind.
I'll
You
hand
can
over the logs.
You can remove them from your inventory if you'd like.
They're gone.
He says, "I'll meet you here tomorrow morning, just after breakfast. Sound good?"
I'll make breakfast.
He nods, and he slides into the forest.
You think we can trust him?
As he says that, I'm going to look through LaCroix's journal. Does anything seem missing? Like he may have taken anything while we weren't paying close enough attention?
Roll perception.
I don't think we have a choice.
22.
Doesn't seem out of place.
Seems
He
like he
lied to us
means well.
before.
Didn't you guys just tell him everything you guys know about LaCroix? And then give him your logs? So, I kind of think the whole trusting boat has sailed.
Speaking of
Oh,
that,
we were like,
Don's gonna close his cloak and like try to like. You said there was like the network of the junipers.
Oh yes. Also, Jesse just found
The
a
level
rule.
item levels.
Yeah. You can use that item. So go ahead and remove cloak from your inventory and add cloak of elven kind.
Let's go, baby!
And it synergizes with, I think, 2 other items as well. If you get the whole set, you get,
Boots of
a
elven
lot.
kind. Yeah.
you get a lot of cool stuff there.
Chain of elven kind.
Chain.
Bling of elven
Bling
kind.
bling.
Bling of elven kind.
So,
brother.
you tap the brooch, and immediately, like, you feel connected to something. You feel like something hits you. And in your head, you can kind of hear whispers from all over the place. And it's almost like being in a train station, although Don wouldn't know this, being in a train station where the trains are moving all these different directions and everything is being, all you have to do is focus to get to one person and you can send them a message.
like
One
Professor
person
X
that-
and his machine.
I want to focus
The
on
regrowth.
Yeah.
Windrunner.
Okay.
I want to try to ask him, has Uriah come aboard recently?
Oh, Don, you actually are using the brooch. That's really cool. Like, you're actually doing it. That's awesome. You're a natural at this. You sure I can't convince you to join, like, on a permanent basis? Like, I know you're, like, freelance right now, but... Right, you're right. Okay, so, like, my guys said that they saw him running in town. The guys didn't really find him. What the heck did you guys do? Like, because...
Yo, dude.
Because, like, the whole town is really, like, It's really messed up. They're looking for you guys, like specifically looking for you. Like they asked my guys that were on the shore, like, "Hey, have you seen these guys?" And of course, they did what any pirate, self-respecting pirate did, and they played dumb. So, they don't know, but I would hate to lose someone as good as yourself. So I would say, stay safe and don't come back here because I don't want any of that heat on me. I mean, I suppose if you wanted to, but like, please, I really don't want any of that heat on me.
Just gonna send back a giant welcoming party. We were honored as heroes. We gratefully declined. You know how it goes.
That sounds about right. It's very on brand.
Alrighty.
Please excuse me. I have other messages.
And undo the brooch.
You feel yourself dislodged from that, and it's a weird feeling. It feels like all of these tethers hitting your mind and like locking you in place, and then when you let go, it just kind of like, whoa, you're like everything swims for a second, and then
So he's not with Windrunner. Windrunner's men did see him running through the town, though.
About to be with the real Red Water.
I said head for a window. You think he'd listen?
He's, as Cassius put it, we're all a little unorthodox.
Say it to my face.
I said head for a window.
He doesn't know what a window is.
I
You know
don't.
the wall.
I'm a Mac player.
Uriah.
Hey.
Create your
How
new
you
character.
doing? You see a tall, dark.
You turn to see a slender man,
Simon!
long hooked nose, and a pointed chin, a little scrubble on it, with hair that comes straight back from his head, that is graying turned to white. He looks down at you with a furry eyebrow raised, and he goes,
A singular eyebrow.
"Yes, eyebrow, that's right." And he goes, "Hello." You look a bit lost.
I'm like in an instant, like, I turn around, I see him, it's like, I'm squat, like, I'm real low, like, I've got my hand out like this, and I've got my hand not on the crossbow, but like, I'm ready to tumble, let's go, baby, type thing, you know?
That's not necessary.
Oh, okay. I punch him.
Okay, roll an attack.
I punch him.
Let me
I
roll
did.
the stats real quick. Pull up his
Reoccurrence of level 1 rats.
Here's the thing, right? Rats are scary. This guy is also scary.
This guy's a talking, walking rat
Hacks.
that's taller
That
than you.
knows magic.
He's got the Doofenshmirtz nose, man.
Yeah, I am the platypus.
All right,
28.
28.
Right? That's a yeah, 28.
28 just hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Let's go.
This is a
Oh, wait,
big boy. It's
Oh.
gonna take big toys.
1d4. 3. Oh wait, yeah.
You punch him and he
Max damage.
Almost.
just kind of sits there for a second, and he cracks his head back to you. Don't toy with me, boy. Besides, it's almost your curtain call. He adjusts his suit,
That's a big word for a small man.
I'm looking down on you.
Oh, I
Both
wasn't talking about
literally and
height.
figuratively.
I wasn't talking about height. And I gave him like a death stare.
You really didn't get the literally and figuratively reference. That's aggravating.
That's okay. Oh no! I do. That's not how it figuratively works.
He kind of looks you head to toe. Seeing your troop, wasn't there another short man with you?
Hmm.
Doesn't matter. I've trapped you in here. This endless maze. Well, we have.
We?
Darling, from the darkness you
Sorry.
see,
I knew I shouldn't have said that.
here comes Nadia Decare. She goes, yes, my love. He looks down at you and he goes, we've trapped you here because we needed to talk. You
There's
see, I
nothing to
have
talk
done.
about.
Oh, but you'll want to hear this. You see, I have done horrible, despicable, dastardly things. He looks off into the distance. But what happened to this town? What is happening to this town? I have spent the last 10 years of my life trying to stop you pathetic little ingrates wouldn't understand the sacrifices that have been made, the things that I have done in order to
Steel
ensure this
kids?
kind of thing. Yes! Yes.
Sounds to me like you're just a madman. And delusional.
That's what they thought. The Council of the Dominion. They couldn't see what was coming. They couldn't see the truth. Darling, do you think this is wise? He raises his finger. You see, my good friend, Uriah, I know a great deal about the members of your troop now. I have done my research this time. And I know you're the ones, the perfect ones, to prove me innocent of this crime.
And what crime is this?
These children were not my doing.
Hmm.
They were.
And why should I believe you?
Why would I lie?
To try and throw us off the trail? Because you know we're close.
Please. He looks at Nadia, who already has her fingers coiled and like a dark flame is coming up from her fingers. None of that. She snuffs it out. If you think I couldn't squash you like a bug right now, you're sadly mistaken. However, I can no longer move freely, as he is watching. But he is not watching you yet.
He.
One of my employers. Don't worry your pretty little farm boy head about it. you're going to prove me innocent by finding the children. They have been lured away by a melody. Certain bards I've heard through stories and research have been able to redo this melody and make it, undo it, remove the curse. Unfortunately, I have yet to find a way to totally defend against it. That's why I need the children. But I get off topic.
So what you're saying is you need our help?
What I'm saying is it would be mutually beneficial for us to work this one time together.
And what would be in it for me? Because the way I see it, we save the kids and you run off like a little scared, like a little madman, stealing more kids.
Darling,
Yeah.
it seems that he has made his choice. He reaches out his hand, she takes it. There we go. Dimension door. As soon as the dimension door, the illusion ends and you are in an alley. And in the corner of the alley, you see a lump of clay kind of looks up at you. When it says, as it rises into humanoid form, 4 feet, 6 feet, 9 feet tall, as it bolsters its arms out and then reforms back down into 6 feet tall. And as it reforms, it takes a shape. It takes the shape of Birdman. I need you to roll initiative.
Seeing as how Johnny's looking for Uriah,
What the hell?
do I see this?
I'm moving the chair.
Sounds like you're right.
Oh, perception.
Not you, me.
Roll
Not
initiative.
you.
Oh.
James, roll
Oh.
initiative.
What's your perception is your initiative?
25. And I have the spyglass that I'm using.
Give me a second.
I know. I just wanted to remind you.
Get him, your get him!
28.
You're gonna overload his brain.
Bro, I'm fed up.
Hey, you know what happens to the clay when you add water?
You're first.
Exactly.
Johnny,
Exactly.
you're scanning with the spyglass until finally you see an open alley and you see Uriah and he kind of takes shape. Like in your vision, like you could have swore there was nothing there before, and then you see Uriah there. So yes, you see Uriah. You don't see the Birdman. Holy crap! Holy crap! Thought I had this up. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Okay, I got it. Okay. Yeah, Uriah. Curiously, you said you rolled a 28.
Mhm.
Ooh, you are first, but only barely. Go ahead and do what you got to do. You are considered frightened one just by being in the presence of the Birdman.
That's right, because he's like traumatizing. That's fantastic. I don't know what Frightened One does, so.
Add it to your Wanderer's Guide.
Your Wanderer's Guide.
Bro, hold on, I gotta mute this. This dude is blowing up my thing. Alright. How do I...
Go up to the top in conditions.
Hold on, I'm not in Wanderer's Guide. I'm on Foundry.
Oh, and Foundry. Okay.
You should just add it to you then. On Foundry, can't you? Oh no, you can't. There's no. Never mind.
I know there is a way, but I just don't remember.
I'd say pull up Wanderer's Guide.
Battle map.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think he was gonna turn into the Birdman.
I thought it was.
I didn't think so either.
What'd you
Right,
think,
and-
Joe?
I thought it was gonna mimic him.
I thought it was gonna mimic
I
him.
thought it was gonna make me too. At first, I was waiting for it to say you, and then he just said Birdman. I'm like, well, frick me.
Come on. Let's get this.
You're just bringing
Well,
up
it's
a
computer
battle map, anyways. So just give him time.
Oh,
I said
Yeah.
battle map.
Nope. That's fully
That was-
not
Oh, cool.
Frightened. There.
It's black right now because game
Um,
pause, but you know. Or
right,
maybe I'm not
okay.
on.
Oh no, not game pause. You guys don't have characters in here.
You're
Oh
right.
crap!
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Dang.
Give me a second.
Are you gonna put our characters in there just so we can see
I
it?
will. Just give me a second.
What a nice guy.
What a
seconds,
guy.
ladies, seconds.
Well, we're only asked because they didn't have to put us in. We could have
Yeah,
been
no,
blind
I-
because our characters don't know what's going on. But
Alright,
for the
well, we don't.
player's
We
sake
still
and
don't.
the stream's sake, you know. Mwah. Mwah.
Joe.
Yeah.
you
Do we
slid
have
right
sound
in.
on this time this week?
Huh?
Ooh. He says you have sound on this time. this week.
Yes. My sound wasn't my problem, and I'm downloading this tomorrow when I wake up. Like these
Wow,
are getting
shots
done
fired.
the day after. I'm not slacking anymore. They're getting done.
By the time you become a top line producer.
Okay.
Or. Joe,
All right.
hear me out
Your
here.
friends are not actually
That's what
here,
you
but
do.
this is where you are, Uriah. Is your health current?
Yes.
All right. This is gonna be fun.
How dead
Gotta
is he?
save this boy again.
Oh, you're gonna have to do a lot more than save, my guy. That's right,
I'm
I can
used to
handle
it.
my own. Oh, yeah,
I'm
hold on,
used to
let
it.
me...
I am the
Alright.
one-handed wonder.
Huh.
That is 35 feet.
Oh,
Ooh, do that.
He's got the toilet seat. I would say as soon as the dad walks in, I'm muting the stream. I don't know what Iz is gonna say.
Actually, he would be more like here. Maybe
Oh! Oh! Alright, how far away is that? 40 feet? Okay. I don't know why my thing is so small. It won't let me zoom in. Okay. So I am going to the Birdman. I'm going to cast. I'm gonna go all out on it. So I'm gonna do blindness.
What are you doing, Marvin? Oh,
I
got
am.
him.
Keep with one eye open.
we usually do.
I'm gonna lock that door to keep for these games speed. Alright, so blindness.
All right. Blindness.
Which is
What is it? A fortitude
it's
save?
a saving throw fortitude.
Fortitude saving throw. All right.
I think because I'm frightened it's less.
Does a 38 save?
Let me check.
Holy smack.
So I'm gonna
Wow.
say a 30. You said a 30 what?
38.
8?
38.
That critically succeeds.
Yeah.
which is there
Uh,
unaffected.
Yeah. Okay. That's 2 actions. What's the next thing you're gonna do?
Play dead.
He's already done that before.
Right there. Right there.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye.
All right. The Birdman is going to
I'm
use 1
screwed.
action. He's going to use 1 action, and you see the smoke kind of coming off of him. Everything kind of gets fuzzy, and he moves from here to here.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
As he does, he is going to cast Vampiric Touch at 3rd level.
At 3rd level.
Vampiric.
Oh no. Oh no.
No, this isn't an oh no. This is a that brother gone.
Are you saying it draws blood?
You need to make a Fortitude save.
Oh god.
Oh god.
A 40.
Fortitude.
Well,
Alright, damn, I got a 50. That crit fails.
you don't want to nat one this.
Success! Natural 20!
For a total of
22? No, 32.
yes, that's still critically successful.
Okay, I was about to say. It's a natural 20.
Oh, you saved. Let me double check. Yes, you saved. So
It gives me health. Come on.
Half damage.
Please. Half damage on a crit success? That's an OP spell if that's true.
You saved yourself a lot of damage.
Jesse's hearing all the dice roll from the other room. That's how many dice this
No. I'm hearing occult spells. That's what I'm hearing.
is.
Is that rain? No, that's due to rolling dice.
No, that's my blood
Yeah.
being thrown into the sky. Along with my limp body.
At least
Or
LaCroix
the
didn't shoot at
remains.
you.
I would rather reverse LaCroix than
you
this plague doctor.
You suffer 12 points of damage. And
On
that
a
is-
crit!
yes, on a critical success, you saved, so you get half damage.
Really?
He deals 6d
That's nasty.
negative
Fuck.
damage to the target, and also you watch as the Birdman gets bigger as he absorbs your life, the 12 damage.
You said how much damage? 12?
12.
12 ain't that bad. I can't tell.
It
how much,
is.
I can't tell how much.
It
HP you
really
have.
is. It really is. 12
And then
damage.
and then as he does this, his last action, he moved and then he did this. You can see from behind him, all of a sudden coming into view, a dimension door, and you see LaCroix and Lady to Care, and he goes, "Do you need my help yet?" Your turn.
Oh, for me, I'm gonna shoot myself, not give him the
As
satisfaction.
Johnny
of killing
sees
him.
this, can I move?
Yeah, you see Uriah.
As I sorry.
You see Uriah running out of a alley. You see him fall to the ground and look back. He's looking up at nothing. There's nothing there.
I would call out to Don. All Johnny does is yells Don as loud as he can, and he's off running.
Okay. I'm gonna be
Full,
honest.
full speed, whatever amount of movement you'll give me. I can do 25 feet.
That means you do 75 feet per turn per round.
Doesn't.
Invoking it.
It doesn't say I have to roll anything, so I am going to do animate dead for 3 actions.
Okay. Nice. you reach out and you can feel this darkness kind of give off of you. The Birdman kind of looks like this as the smoke bellows from the behind his mask. He kind of gives you a curious look. You just hear the word good. That's it. And as you do this, you pull from the ground, and from the ground you see and pulling itself up from the ground. Johnny, you see this. A skeleton kind of pulls itself up from the ground, its eyes alight with this unearthly green glow, and it kind of and it looks over. It's let me see here.
To be honest, I don't know how to use this at all.
You force the dead to fight at your command. You summon a creature that has the undead trait and whose level is -1. This creature gains the summon trait. It doesn't gain the minion trait, so you have to actually. I guess it's fighting at your command. So
hold
no,
up.
yeah,
I question. Just I have the spell up and I got all this stuff. It's you did it just as its level, so it's
Yes.
a -1 creature. You didn't do nothing crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I can heighten it. So.
No, he can't heighten it yet.
Alright. It's loading all the stuff it could be. I'll find your zombie, your undead or whatever, and I'll tell you all of his stats.
It's actually a level 1. It is not a level -1. It is a
Okay.
level 1 because
Not me.
actually, wait a second. So it's actually a level 3.
That's a 4th level
Passive
spell.
level.
Yes, it's a level 3 creature that he just summoned. All of his spells are wonky right now.
His
Yeah, okay, that's
necromancer ones are boosted.
No,
it seems.
I just put it behind.
So this skeleton kind of gets up. You control the skeleton. This may change for summoned creatures, but as of right now, from what I can read, you control the skeleton on its turn. It's going to roll initiative. You were first.
I don't know what the initiative is for it.
Yes, I know. I'm going to grab it real quick.
Oh, do you have the creature already?
I don't, but I will.
I would say Jesse might be there faster because he was already on the.
Yeah, it's just loaded everything. That's it. It's gonna be some type of zombie bones, fiddling bones. You want that one? Neutral evil.
Yeah, it has to be a skeleton.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say that one. His perception
Yes.
is level 3 is at +9.
All
Ooh.
right, so he
Last.
goes last. So
Ooh.
the Birdman is up next.
Freak me.
The Birdman is going to cast.
Or word kill.
Second one. If I had a nickel for every time someone on the party died of power word kill, I'd have 2 nickels.
Ew.
If
is going to cast.
Who would be the first nickel?
Chakaz.
that's the spell that killed him.
Bro.
Oh, that's right. I
Yeah,
forget, I
the
forgot
little
how
ringy
he died.
thingy power world kid. He got killed by a ring.
Ah!
It's going
Marriage.
to reach. It's going to reach out. The Birdman's going to reach out, and for 2 actions is going to cast. See here, is this what I want to do?
Come on. Please.
Ray of Frost. Is it Ray of Frost or yeah, Ray of Frost at 4th level. So it does 5d4 of damage,
5d6 icy.
and then
That's what the
plus
crap.
spellcasting modifier. Holy crap! All right, it's gonna do a lot of big boy damage here. Oh boy.
How much HP?
So I'm just gonna say that I'm at 0 HP.
Hold on. Not yet.
Because it could
He
straight
may-
kill
he
you if it
may
goes really
roll-
over. Is that a
So-
Pathfinder thing? I don't remember. Is that a Pathfinder thing? If you go like really over your hit points when you're going
Yeah.
down,
Yo, you know what fiddling bones is? It's a skeleton with the
with a
What's
fiddle.
the fiddle?
Never went down to Georgia. He was looking for a sword of steel. He was way behind. He was in a bind. He
Stop,
was looking to
boss.
make a deal.
What was that, Judah?
That is plus your spellcasting
2.
modifier.
A
Give
2
me a
to
second.
hit.
Well, it's already.
Please say like a natural
Oh
one or
damn,
something.
this is gonna crit.
Oh, it's not gonna crit. It's going to like Kamehameha kill me.
Yeah, but if it crits, then it's double damage. And it'll be
16 plus 4 is 20 points of damage.
Are you down? He's down.
As soon as you fall down, you see the skeleton kind of. It's still in the fight, but it's no longer controlled by you. Some of the power kind of leaves it, and it kind of just looks over and around like it doesn't know. As your vision darkens, you see LaCroix. I gave you an opportunity, but you'd rather rely on your magic. Darling, they're gone. And just as the last bits of consciousness fade from you, the Birdman looks down on you and takes off the mask. And as it takes off the mask, you see a very pale reflection with red eyes glowing. Hello. Goodbye. You fade to darkness.
Do we all see this?
Do what?
No,
We're not there.
Johnny's the
I
only
just
one
saw the
making his
map.
way there.
I saw the map and I thought we were all there. Okay.
Nope. Johnny yelled out for Don and started booking.
I don't even know if we knew which way you were going.
Well then,
Johnny.
does that mean I need to roll death save?
Did you hear me yell?
I sure hope so. How far
I
away
do
were
need
you?
you to roll a death save, yes.
What are death saves? It's just a straight D20, right?
D20.
No.
That might be a question.
Now one? Okay, that's only one.
You failed
One
one
death.
death save. You are now dying 2.
Yeah, you have dying, like, die hard, too. You're
At this
good.
point,
yeah.
at this point, Johnny, you would round the corner and you would see the skeleton kind of weirdly looking around, and it looks over at you, and it's going to like walk towards you. Like you see Uriah laying on the ground. It's there. And
I
Yeah,
can't
can I
see
play this?
Birdman.
no, Birdman's gone. You don't see Birdman.
Can I
Birdman
play
was
the skeleton?
What Birdman?
I don't
According,
think you ever saw
according to
Birdman.
according to you, Birdman was never there. He was fighting nothing.
Yeah, that's what I kind of.
Massimo got dropped by a skeleton.
So I'm thinking
I
it's a
need-
skeleton.
I need you.
Drop
I
your
need-
skeleton.
Massimo, I need you to roll another death save.
Real quick, it
These
says
are going kind of fast, guys.
I mean, we can't do nothing. We're not there. Well, Johnny is.
Huh. Oh yeah, the duration is sustained up to 1 minute. So that's how long the
You are not
skeleton would
alive.
last.
You are not alive to sustain it.
Exactly, which means after 1 minute it would just collapse.
Yeah, but no. You've just
it's still
sustained the
alive.
spell.
You have to keep sustaining it every turn to keep it up.
I'm
And
aware.
because
Which
you're not there after a minute, yes, it will dissipate, but because you're not there, it no longer serves you. It's now just a skeleton that's been animated.
Basically, your minute, the minute you casted it, you fell down. It's still going through that minute duration. But
That's
it's
a minute's
Yeah.
10 rounds, Massimo.
Yeah,
So it's
10
uncontrolled for
rounds.
10
oh,
rounds.
that's right. It's 10 rounds.
Yeah.
We now have
Oh,
the
okay,
bard,
okay.
the body of a bard fighting us.
Yeah,
The death save.
Jakas is fighting you.
No,
would
it's
say-
it's just a skeleton. We're just using his
Oh,
stats.
man,
we're not gonna
that's
give him
so
a fiddle?
cool, though. Dude, they have a melee
You are now
attack?
dying 3, and I need you to make a fortitude save.
Holy piss, you died. Oh.
I got a 3 and then I got a 4. And you said a fortitude save?
Oh my
Drake
god, what
save.
happened this session, dude?
A fortitude save. Let's see.
Can't wait for
We
the quirky
rewrote the
name.
Series 6.
Natural 20!
Can't wait for the quirky
You
name
need
Judah
that
comes with next
Not
session.
for a
You-
fortitude save.
I
You
know.
watch Johnny as you see Uriah beaten and bruised by the mob and by a bunch of stuff that has happened to him. Some sort of like, other than that, it just seems like it's mental or psychic damage. But as Uriah stands there under the skeleton that is now coming shambling towards you, you watch as he starts convulsing and he starts coughing. And when he coughs, he spits this strange, like orange colored liquid on the wall. It appears that Uriah has been poisoned. Johnny, I need you to roll a. I need you to roll an initiative.
Righty.
It was my curry! My noodles!
17.
17 total. Yeah, it goes
Yeah.
first, dude. It goes first. It's gonna attack you. It's gonna move and then attack you.
It's gonna use
Um,
the fiddlestick action. I just wanted to say that. That's an action.
I
in
just-
plain
I wanted
Scott.
to bonk him on the head with a fiddle.
I'm gonna say at this point you are. We'll use this. We can move this away. This I can actually just go away.
Fiddlesticks.
Ah, fiddlesticks.
Bring out this guy.
Actually, a
One
character.
second.
Like, let's just...
Yes!
Bring him on.
Did you see what I sent you, Joe?
No, but I will check it now. I have a message from you and him.
Whoa, that's no.
I has no idea.
Okay, I can fight
Well-
oversized characters.
So he's like the same size as
Damn,
you.
I was gonna say 2 for the price of 1. Nice.
It splits.
It's the slime all over. Would we have heard Johnny scream? I don't know how close
Yes,
this was.
you
'cause
would
he
have
was-
heard Johnny scream. Yeah, you
Oh.
would have heard Johnny scream.
Yeah, we would have
Um,
followed. Far behind.
are you guys? What are you guys doing while this has broken out? You heard Johnny scream, and then you heard him just like rush off.
Follow.
I would have. Yeah. I
He
would've.
said something about Uriah. We lost
No,
him
he
in the
just
town.
I yelled
he just
Don.
yelled Don.
You yelled me?
I
Yes.
yelled Don because Don has always
God,
been.
now Johnny's in danger. Run to where I heard him scream.
You run to the edge, and as soon as you get to the edge, you see him. At this point, we're gonna do a little time bending, like back. It's back a little farther. At this point, he would have been just like almost to the alleyway, and you would look and you would watch Uriah go down, and you don't know what hit him. He just went down, and I need Shane to pay attention because he might actually do something right now. Did you hear? You heard the scream as well. What are you doing?
Would have ran towards where the scream was.
You see the picture I just painted for Don. What do you do?
What is Don doing? 'Cause I'm the
Dod's,
second
while
one.
while he watches it, his stomach's gonna like start to hurt, like a guttural sense, and then he's gonna take off. No words needed. He's determined to get there.
What's
Follow it.
Bazak doing?
That's why Johnny called Don, my right hand man.
I do have a
'Cause I
high
already got a
perception. Let me know if when he said Don, I would have been like,
All
Like-
of you heard.
yeah,
Don.
no, I know, I got that. That's not my thing. On hearing the tone of voice.
Oh yeah, danger. Definitely
yeah.
danger.
I, without hesitation, would of animal form, bloosh, and I would transform into a deer to haul.
Oh
And I-
well,
There's
if
some
that's, the
headlights in
case,
the
if
road.
that's the case, you guys get to the edge of the forest, which is technically difficult terrain. You get to the edge of the forest,
Not for
and
me.
you guys watch, and you guys, Don jumps out, Falco jumps out, and you start running, and then all of a sudden,
I could go 150 feet a turn.
Holy moly!
Meantime, Johnny's like, damn, I didn't know I was in a Bambi movie.
Now what happens to
Um,
Bambi?
I
Spoiler.
get shot.
Andy!
it is in initiative order. It is going to attack you. Natural one.
Nice.
And then it's
Pull
gonna
out that
attack-
beautiful die. Hey, where's the card at?
It's
Uh-huh.
it's a minion or whatever.
But it does have an unarmed attack.
Oh.
Unless he's got a fiddle. It could be cooler. I don't know.
I like
I
the
don't know. I
fiddle.
just like the cards.
You want the card?
Oh, if you want the cards. Oh, you want the hammer.
Yes. I
You
like
want me to
hammers.
put down my hammer.
Doesn't get-
I like hammers.
Yeah, you do.
no,
We don't use the cards
Yeah, you
in the other one.
Yeah, we don't use.
Yeah,
these.
you do.
Yeah, because they set. No, I was joking.
That's because you're level
No.
1. You couldn't
Yeah, but-
handle a card.
You're level
Dude.
2 now.
that's crit roll that happens.
We're level 2 now. And we already had one person die.
Oof.
We
Several
don't
times.
care. We don't care. We
I don't know who
have
that
roll.
is.
I'm waiting for this thing.
Who died?
Barbarian.
Me?
Yeah,
Of course.
baby.
Wow. Nothing happens.
Cool.
Y'all smell that?
Never he misses.
No,
Or
it applies to an unarmed attack, which is what he did with his claws. But the natural one only applied to a jaw attack. So it said if this was a jaw attack, this is what happens. If it wasn't a jaw attack, nothing happens. And I'm like, oh, okay. So it misses. Now gonna attack again, and this is bad. This is a 13 to hit,
Bad in a good way.
and then
Nope.
it's going to. Ooh, yep, nope, miss again. All right, your turn.
quick draw.
Yep.
Short sword. I'm using short
Hit it.
sword this time. Just because it's fun. 28.
28 hits. Gotta roll damage.
Ooh, sorry.
12.
12 damage. Yeah, it looks like it takes a bunch of damage. You hit it, and it like busts off some ribs and stuff of the skeleton. It looks like the energy that's holding it together weakens slightly as Uriah is continuing to die.
Oh my god, Bosco's dead.
I need you to
Johnny.
make another.
That was only one action.
Yeah, keep going.
Johnny wouldn't know any better because he's not familiar with chicane. So his whole thing would be hit this thing till it can't move. So yeah, he's just gonna take the -5 and swing again. 28.
28 hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
11.
11. You bust him again, this time in the jaw. The jaw dislodges, the arm falls off. He's looking really hurt.
Top in the tree.
That was with a -5. You got a 28 with a -5.
Yeah, I rolled the 16 and it took it to
Your roll.
11.
Awesome.
Yeah, my short sword has a +17.
Hey.
Oh, dang.
Nice.
Massimo?
And that would be a 20. Or not
Natural?
even a 20. No. I rolled a 3, so it's a 10. That one's going to miss.
It's a
I might-
10.
10.
Quit.
This is my.
Because I have to take a -10.
Yeah.
So-
So no, it just misses. It does not crit. Miss. Yeah. You swing wide with the next one. Massimo, I need you to make another death save.
Is this his last one?
Oh, no.
He has got one more. He's die
I got
hard,
one
baby.
more after this.
Oh,
I'm die hard.
Unless he not once, right? Surely he won't.
Don't even hold
Surely.
up an
Shut up,
arm.
Joe.
dude.
Shut up, Joe.
Only has to
Dude.
roll a 9 or higher. He's a tough boy.
Oh, he's giving it to
Give,
us.
give us that POV.
And you can't even
Oh.
see it. It's a nat 20. Let's go.
Turn the
All
camera
right,
down.
you go from dying 3 to dying 1.
Oh
You
snap!
If he's
Good
that tough, he
job.
wouldn't be on the ground.
You go from dying 3 to dying 1. This is not over yet. It is now the skeleton's turn, which is going to.
Dude, that was a good roll. Massimo, that
Yeah,
saved
right.
your ass, bro.
I know.
Literally.
The
Bro,
skeleton
my die is bipolar.
is going to kind of barely hold itself together. You can see it kind of reaches in, and you see this kind of all of the energy you can see kind of glows with a faintly like sickly green light. It kind of pulls itself into its rib cage, and it and then
It's a
just
bomb.
explodes, and it kills itself, dealing slashing damage to everything around it. I need you to make a reflex save, Johnny. Uriah, you automatically fail and take damage.
Nah, you see my body go.
It's a geodude. Don't be self-destructive.
Which means you go from dying 1 to dying 2.
Oh, save my
17
life.
reflex.
That's funny.
17 reflex. You suffer 4 points of slashing damage.
That's nothing.
I got a rib in my ribs.
You're funny.
Massimo just left.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
I don't blame him.
Johnny, at this point, grabs his one healing potion, cracks it open, and
They are
pours it.
he is unconscious. You cannot pour a healing potion down an unconscious person's throat.
I pick him up
All right.
to try to get him back to the group because I don't. Do I see from
As
where
you
I'm
turn-
standing? Hang on. Yeah, as after this thing explodes, Johnny kind of covers up. He gets hit in the side with one of the things, and it's one of the bones is sticking out of me. He kind of looks back to see if the group is coming. How close are they?
Make a perception check.
Dang it. Every time.
17.
17. You see a couple of things. You see a doe, a deer, a female deer.
Yeah!
Um,
Baby, I love you! Thank you!
as it is traipsing through town, and you also see Foco and Don running from the forest. You also see several bystanders that are now pointing and looking and calling out.
Dang. That sucks. That was an excellent escape route, but I had to drop shape to heal you.
I need
Johnny,
Raya to roll another death save. Johnny, what were you gonna do?
I was gonna say at this point, they're coming through town towards us.
Yes. I'll say at this point, because we're out of initiative order, I'll say at this point, Bazak kind of gets to you, and as Bazak kind of gets to you in deer form, which you can kind of tell it's Bazak. It looks a little scruffy.
He's got the beard.
I mean,
Bazak,
definitely
I always have like a tattoo on me. On all my shapes, I have a tattoo.
It's a deer. Johnny's not gonna really be afraid of a deer, and if anything, he's gonna think of it as dinner. So
I'm gonna
The
ram
fact
him.
that it's-
I'm just gonna ram him.
the fact that it's running at me, he's gonna put the short sword away and just kind of, or hold the short sword and just kind of look at it like, what is this thing doing in the middle of town? I'm not even gonna say anything.
It runs up to you, and as it does, Uriah, I need that death save to apply. What was it?
11.
11. So you are now from dying 2 to dying 1.
You went like this, and I thought you meant 2, and I was like, dude, don't do that.
Hey. Yeah, don't do
As
that.
Bazak reaches us, I kneel down over Uriah, putting my left arm over him and just holding the sword, kind of looking at the deer like, I don't know what this thing's gonna do right now. But I know it takes out cars, so
You can tell, like I
Wagon.
said, like Jesse said,
Like I said,
Bazak
yeah.
has a tattoo, and you've seen Bazak in animal form before, so you can surmise that this is Bazak.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Running there, like it'll be like a trip, and then as it trips, I drop the shape, and I'm like I roll. What happened? And I'm gonna like 360 around me perception check for my first thing. How many people
Alright.
are looking at this?
All right.
Ah!
Oh. What do you mean
Um,
by that?
it fell out. It went off the desk, and I popped it up, and then I was like, I'm gonna be rolling. A million. 20. 16 plus 14
30.
is 30. Wow. Yeah.
Uh,
'Cause,
yeah, you got about 15, 20 people looking at you right now from all the different houses and whatnot, and they're calling out, and more people are gathering.
Um, I'm not gonna waste no time with it then. I'm gonna take both of my, grab some as at my wool. I grab some dirt in the wool, and I want to pull out my mistletoe and whatever.
Ollie.
Yeah, and mix them together, and then poof, hit Uriah's chest, and I'm gonna cast Stabilize immediately.
My
so you're
brother.
good. You're not. I didn't heal you.
I'm
Like,
not
you
dying
still-
no more.
Yeah, you're not dying no more.
It's debatable.
You
No.
lose the dying condition. Unconscious still remains, and you're at 0 hit points.
Johnny puts away the blade and he looks at B. He's like, "We gotta go."
Leave now, and I'm gonna. Can I shapeshift again because I have animal form? Can I shapeshift into another deer and like have Uriah on me?
Sure.
I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna head. I'm just gonna poof, gone.
You
Wait.
guys get about halfway, Falco and Don. You get about halfway before the deer starts making its way back, and you start seeing these other people starting to congregate, and now torches are being lit. People are grabbing their pitchforks. They are after you. And you guys get there. What are you gonna do? You see the deer get loaded up with. He transforms, does something. Poof! Now he's a deer again. And he's coming back your way.
Do we see he has Uriah on him?
Yes.
Yeah, we should probably head back. It looks like they got it under control.
All right. Is there a crowd forming behind us?
Not behind you. You're
in front of
your
us.
back is to the
Oh.
to the forest.
Yeah, in front of us would be forming because the town's in front of us.
Johnny's running through town with the crowd forming.
Let's go. Heading back to the forest. Come on.
You're running through town.
Well, you said that we came through town to get where we were.
Yes, you're gonna go back to the forest. You're running.
Yeah, I'm following Bazak.
Okay.
That's what Johnny- yeah.
By the time the crowd kind of forms and whatnot, I'm gonna need you to make. How would you try to lose the tail of this? Couple of people that kind of sprint into action and chase after you. What do you want to do to try to lose their tail? Are you gonna try to just power through it? Are you gonna try to zigzag? Are you gonna try to throw stuff down? What do you want to do to try to lose their tail?
I'm the last person in the row.
Yep.
How many people are right behind me?
Less than a handful. Just a couple. If you stop,
Johnny's.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, if you stop and fight, you're confident that you're going to be surrounded very quickly.
Don's gonna sprint off into the town and try to draw some attention.
We wouldn't see this.
I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
there was a crowd forming in front of us, or like, would we know that there's a crowd? Me and Falco.
Yeah, because
yes, you can kind of see people.
Because we're running at you.
Mm-hmm.
They're heading to the forest where you guys are. You guys are.
Johnny, keep
Probably.
going towards the forest.
Don, you're gonna take off and run towards the
Yeah,
crowd.
try to distract.
Okay. So you pass Bazak on the way.
Mhm.
Who runs past Falco. Falco, you're booking back to the forest, right?
Back to the forest.
All right. So Bazak eventually jumps into the forest past you, and you're like, God dang it, man! That can run. That deer can run.
150 feet, baby.
At this time, Don, you get Johnny running this way, you running this way. You get within like, you're both looking at each other. Johnny, you're like, what the heck? Don, you're like, what the heck? As you guys are running towards each other. What are you guys doing?
Falling in love.
Keep going.
With-
I'm gonna turn I'm gonna turn to where I see the least amount of people and try to draw them in the opposite direction. Maybe keep a couple off.
I'm gonna go
What?
the opposite direction. As I'm running towards Don, I without the hand, I basically motion him left, and I go like this. I go like this as I'm running towards him. And as soon as we get near each other, we go.
All right. So I need you guys to roll deception checks.
I would say as I run past Johnny, I'm gonna like the arm comes up with the bracelet of dashing. I'm gonna kind of jingle it to activate it, and then keep on going.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Deception, you said?
Yes.
Oh, easily.
One.
How's a 38? 36 maybe? I rolled a natural 19 plus 17. 19 plus 17.
So
38.
Don jukes like you go you're, whoop, where did I go? Whoop, where did I go? Like you run or you split, and when you split you jump. There's some old carts that you kind of run zigzag through, and then you get along the side of a building and you run. You act like you're about to go down the alley, and a bunch of the crowd goes this way, and then you run that way, and you run back, and you turn around, and nobody's following you. And then you look, and in the distance of this clearing between
God.
the buildings and the trees of the forest, you see about 40 to 50 people chasing Johnny,
Who rolled a natural 1?
who rolled a natural 1.
Always was the right
Johnny,
hand.
I need you to make a fortitude save to sprint.
You got this.
No, I don't. My dice always suck. 16.
Okay, that barely makes it. As you're running through, you're starting to feel the burn. What are you doing?
Thank God you exercised this morning.
Is there any water around me? Am I near the docks?
You're not necessarily near the docks, but there is like a series of like wells and aqueducts near like a river system. You're confident you have to like go into the forest a little bit, but there is a river that kind of goes through the
I
center
head
of town.
towards where I see that river.
Yep, absolutely. I need you to make another fortitude saving throw as you are running to make sure that they don't gain on you.
I'm glad I have known direction, but I can hope you guys can get to
12.
back to where we are at.
12.
12.
You're starting to get winded. You could take a -1 to your next fortitude save. And they're gaining on you. I need you to make one last fortitude save to make it there.
Yeah, I don't have anything. $17.
17. That's a 16. Yeah, you just barely make it. So you're you get to the edge of the river, and this is
I dive in. I
this
dive
is
in.
the end
just-
of This is the end of Prehedron, of this massive like what looked to be at one time like primordial times, one to be a massive mountain mass that was all of Gaianesta, and then like busted it off and like was moved as the mountain as the glaciers shifted and whatnot. At this, because you're at the base, this river is probably 15 foot deep. It's not super deep. But I mean it's like 15 foot in the middle. But it's super muddy all around, and it's kind of a low-lying type deal. As you get, your boots kind of slip a little bit on the mud, but that doesn't matter because you're getting in this water, and you jump and whoosh into the water.
He swims with the current. He just goes.
You were pushed through town, pushed through the market area and people's houses with little water turns as you kind of
he just keeps going. Johnny would keep going until he hits what's familiar, which is the ocean.
And you do. The crowd that gets to the river area, they look around, they start chasing down the river. You guys watch as they kind of chase through the river. Johnny, you're deposited in the ocean. You can see the gravestone sitting offshore about 300-400 feet out.
And it's a dock system, so he would find the farthest dock he could and just sit at the pillar that's in the water at that dock, kind of hidden underneath, and just hang on to the pillar to regain his breath.
Roll a stealth check.
That I can do, maybe. Don't say anything, Bazak. You're not good for me. Say it. Say it right now. Say it right now. Come on, Bazak.
You're gonna get like 16.
Nope.
Oh.
But I got a 7 with my stealth, makes it an 18.
I stuttered. I meant little circles, so it makes it 18.
He's dyslexic, you know.
I'm dyslexic.
Yeah. With an 18, you hear boots overhead. You kind of look, hey, where did they go? Check the docks. You hear the boots back and forth for about 5-10 minutes. Anybody checking the water yet? Get down there. Look around. You see heads start popping under to look underneath. Pop under.
Johnny hits the bracelet of breathing and dives.
There you go.
He goes as far down as he can.
It gets pretty deep here. This is right across from the right close to the Savage Deep. So as you
Shark attack.
as you go down, if you go as far as you can, you start losing vision because it starts getting very dark.
I stop at that point. I figure if I can't, Johnny figures if I can't see, they can't
breathe
see me.
underwater, so he's just running
Yeah.
down.
If I can't see them, they can't see me.
He can breathe underwater, so I mean, it's literally as deep as he possibly can before his
Water
his
pressure
muscles
and
fire
or
up.
whatever else is in the water. Man,
There's
He is
very
the
little water
apex
pressure
predator.
when you have water breathing, when all the oxygen doesn't matter in your body.
fair.
Yeah, boy.
Except for he's a
Like how it went
floating
from-
charcuterie board.
Lose somebody, save that person. We just lost somebody else.
Massimo Ura is out on the edge with the telescope.
Once
And
once
see
Johnny
his-
realizes how deep he is, he starts to make his way out towards the grave runner.
Okay. As you
Gravestone.
kind of
Still way underwater.
this is still you can't really see anything around, but
There's always a bigger fish. Whoa! I'm Jonah, y'all.
Yeah.
He starts to surface a little bit just so he can start gaining vision of where possibly the grave runner is.
As you start
So
moving to the surface, you
Grave one.
feel
Whatever.
a presence in the water.
My massive.
stop.
Like something massive.
It's 10:40 now. We're almost at the cutoff point. Don't do this.
Johnny would swim towards the surface, but only he wouldn't break the surface. Just he would go up kind of like 45 towards the surface.
As you're going, you can feel something moving. It moves around you. It circles you. You can't tell if it's hunting
Oh,
you.
Jesus.
We're done.
Give us
Or
his other
what?
arm.
He
And
loses
then
the leg.
all of a sudden, it starts getting closer to you. And you can see almost a serpentine shape in the water in this dark,
It's
murky
the world
area.
serpent.
As
He
it,
pulls a katana.
you pull your katana, you see this creature. It is absolutely massive. You can't tell color. You can't tell what it is. It just looks serpentine. It looks like a giant sea serpent. But when I say giant, I mean it has to be 150, 200 feet long. I mean, this thing is massive.
Think I can breathe underwater because right about now I'm panicking.
As it gets closer to you and closer to you, you start to see a soft glow emanating from two yellow eyes, massive eyes, reptilian eyes with a split right down the middle. And as it comes closer to you and closer to you, its form takes on an almost demonic shape. Horned head, long snouted nose, jagged teeth that comes in. And you've heard stories of sea serpents. You've heard stories of
They eat everything.
things that transpire beneath the deeps. But this is the story as old as time itself. This is a story repeated in Cauldra with hushed tones and superstitious doubts, trumped up, sometimes made far grander than what they could possibly be. But looking at this thing right now, you know for sure in this depths, all alone, this little speck of Johnny with this massive underwater dragon. You come face to face with it.
Johnny just basically he puts up the shield and puts the katana over it like he's been taught by his master. If this thing's gonna eat me, it's gonna have serious indigestion.
It looks at you, cocks its head to its side. You hear through the water, kind of muffled. Career beings.
I can't talk underwater, can I?
Mm-mm.
He'd hold his stance.
Again, it kind of just looks at you up and down. Not worth the effort it would take to eat you. You can see it slowly gets farther down, farther down, farther down. Still making eye contact with you.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Oh, I'm watching this thing as it goes.
now, it's almost not really directly under you, but you have to look down considerably at it. And he goes, "But let's have a bit of fun." And only you go flying up out of the water. Oh, really? Wham! Pop, 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 pop on the deck. Hello, Johnny. Welcome back.
Oh. Hi, Chuck. Is your doctor available?
Say what?
I said, "Hi, Chuck. Is your doctor available?"
I'm sure we can get something. Somebody get the guy who's falling out of the sky and out of the sea. Something. See, Windrunner kind of looks over the edge.
As Johnny's laughing, he still has a rib in him, and you just see him laughing, and he's coughing up water and blood at the same time.
You suffer damage from that. By the way, you suffer 20 points of damage because that was a mighty blow. And with
Literally.
Stop it.
with the party separated, and with the tank of the party now several hundred feet offshore on the gravestone, and Uriah dead. Well, stabilized,
Not anymore.
0 HP,
Unconscious.
and the rest of the party on the run. That's where we're gonna end it tonight. Well done, well done. I
You've
gave
got
you
freaking.
guys, I gave you guys the episode. I was like, here, what you gonna do with it? And I never have anticipated where you guys went.
I've got freaking Friday the 13th Bloodhound from Apex. Johnny's over here with freaking the World Serpent from
Listen,
freaking Kratos. Like, what the freak is this crap?
What did we
I'm
not see,
horrified.
GM?
And then Bazak's a deer.
Who
A
is as
doe.
fast as Barry Allen?
A
You're a
doe.
doe.
I'm a doe.
You're adorable. You're
I'm a-
adorable.
And how-
Dobo.
And how many notes did I take for this session?
That's
That's why we
streams
have
are
the stream.
for.
What you
Oh,
don't
dang, I haven't been streaming this entire. No.
The only note I take, what you didn't see.
It's gotta be some boring notes. All of it's out of character.
what you don't see, what none of your characters would understand or have access to comprehend, is Count LaCroix moving out of a dimension door, this pocket opening up and closing behind him, and he goes, "Ugh, I hate that. Darling, it is the fastest way to travel." Kind of gives her this ill look. Man was not meant to have those abilities. He looks around. Do you think that they'll do it? Well, they'll have to do it. After all, they've got the primary witness. You mean the man from the Crimson Conclave? No, you fool. The dinosaur. And that's where we're gonna end it.
Excuse me, what?
Uh,
Excuse me, what now?
Ah,
boy.
dang. I know where this is headed.
I'm surprised Chuck didn't ask how I got onto his ship.
He knows.
Oh, I mean, he knows. I got spitballed by a giant serpent.
I'm gonna
Not even spitballed. Fire blown on.